Hey, up, I need to adjust it because it's still the Persona 4 box size. There we go, that's fixed. Hello, I'm so happy to see everyone. Oh my goodness. This is the first stream in a hot minute that I've been able to play on my monitor's proper refresh rate because I finally freaking beat Crash Bandicoot yesterday. Or at the very least, I beat it as much as I want to beat it. Hello, Frozen. It's good to see you. It's also good to see you, Stargazer. I hope everyone is having a good day. I would say I am having a good day myself. I am just chillaxing, relaxing, maxing all cool, playing some b-ball out by the school. I think I should probably try and bust open Cave Monkey today. That would probably be a good use of my time. Gonna probably put that down. Yeah, no, not much has been going on. Just some fun stuff. Yesterday, me and my partner watched The Evil Dead. That was a fun experience. I never thought the first adjective I would ever use to describe a horror movie would be wet. But that is a very wet horror movie. Incredibly moist, some might say, even. What you about, Stargazer? Get that done. Nothing? I mean, okay, it sounds like something's wrong, but alright. Whatever you say, pal. I ain't gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Though this is not a gift, nor are you a horse. I'm feeling pretty good today with things going on. What's been up? What's been up? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. But yeah, been playing, Crash Bandicoot. Not a hard game, at the very least in terms of not going for complete 100%. I'm absolutely not hunting for the, what is it? The relics. You can't make me unless we at some point get to a good point that we do other stuff. Or like, you know, sub-goals and whatnot. Dialogue has still been rough lately. Have not been able to conversate well. Today we lost a quarter match. Other than that, it went well. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear you lost, Stargazer. But, I'm glad other than that, things seem to go well for ya. There we go. I might take a Tylenol a bit later. I'm already feeling like the weird starts of a headache, but that might just be because I have my headphones on. I've been very sensitive lately, I've noticed. Just been like an increase in the feelings in my body in a weird way. I don't know if any of y'all get that, but I don't know, sometimes I'm just overly aware and it's deeply inconvenient for me. And let's get Monkey Town. And we'll then very quickly get Monkey City, which will be very nice in addition to that. And then from there, I will very quickly put down one of these for some good defense. Thank you, I appreciate that. The main issue has ironically been some freaking spider bit me in my sleep. And since that happened, like, my elbow has just been, like, not healing from, like, some minute pain. It's super strange and inconvenient. What is the highest damage Probably just this one. Yeah, pop and awe with some Bloon Buster, I think. Seems like the most damage. Set target, you're going down there. We'll start just by laying down a good amount of these guys. More than anything. I'm also gonna slow it down so that way I can just focus on doing this. And we don't blitz through rounds too fast. Cave monkey! We love our cave monkey here. I've never actually busted him out before. It'll be nice to get him. I think we're at the point now where I should like to focus on artillery battery. I might... Oh, he's already out! I didn't notice that he had already popped out. Well, okay. Guess I'm setting everyone over here. I don't know when he popped out. There was no big sound effect or anything, but that's probably because I have a lot of the hero noises and things like turned off. Get this, and I guess we'll just save up for perma-spike. Maybe move Cave Monkey closer in. I'll probably get like a helicopter. Yeah, here we go. Get support Chinook. I thought you were digging for... Are there more in there? I don't know, I've never gotten Cave Monkey. Okay, you're just making a joke. Understandable, I am bad at jokes. Did I buy support Chinook? I didn't. Let's move him over here. That's pretty cool. Sure, let's get a Berserker Brew going. Why not? So far, so good, though. Let me quickly just save up for perma-spike first. More than anything. Because perma-spike is always a lifesaver. But yeah, I think this will be a pretty easy game today, or, gaming session. I think one of the things we're gonna focus on most is, what is it? Bloon Master Alchemist pops. I think those are the next ones I want to focus on. Because we'll get a lot of them, though maybe I might actually pivot to critical. Maybe I'll do critical, you know what? That sounds more fun today because yesterday we weren't having a lot of luck with Bloon Master Alchemist. And I think it'll just be overall a lot better to focus on Bloon Master Alchemist, or criticals. And worst to worst, we'll compare to how things are going and where they're ending up, and use that to be a determining factor for which we go for. I'll probably get Inferno Ring. Unless unsure. And I like Perma Brew enough. Let's go for that Perma Brew, why don't we? And it should be ready. There we go. Let's support Chinook over here. That's going to be a lot better. You know what? No reason we can't start now. At the very least, Some of these things are very good at quickly amassing a lot of things. Or quickly amassing like a lot of crits and damage. So that's always a relief. Get one of these guys down here. Should be nice. Quick shot. And we'll just save up for 2 crossbow masters, because thankfully we do have that unlocked. So that'll be a nice double to crit power. So I have an interesting question for y'all. When y'all have dreams, do you have like a lot of weird dreams at once? Or are they just kind of spaced out over time? Because I don't dream a lot, but when I do dream, I tend to notice I have dreams like in the span of a full weekend. Or like a week, basically, and then I stop dreaming completely. Dreams come to me very rarely, and when they do, I usually forget them. But more recently, my dreams have been quite persistent in weirding me out. They've been, I don't want to say vivid, but they've certainly been intensive and evocative of a lot of strong emotions. Same, I rarely have dreams. I really do notice for a lot of people, it's either they don't dream a lot, or they dream all the time. It's a very interesting phenomenon, and I wonder what causes it to be that way. At the very least, I believe we're getting a lot of crits now, which is always good. Sure, let's level up Etienne. Last night I have a sleep paralysis. Oh no! My dad suffers from sleep paralysis a lot, and he does not enjoy it. I'm sorry to hear that. Assuming that that was fun is sarcastic, of course. I can never tell. I just tend to operate on the assumptions I can't read the tone of something in terms of text, because you really can't ever tell what tone, because text is a toneless voice. Unless you add, like, modifiers like J or anything like that. Which I do that sometimes. But more so in the funny sense. Glad that we have 2 crossbow masters. Get some of these. And now we're getting these OMG. And there we go. Yeah, I've been through that before. Yeah, it's not fun. Cubism! I like this map a lot. Put Etienne here. Let's go ahead and focus on crits for a minute. So let me think. Yeah, let's do this. Be a little fun with it. A little silly. Let us get a little bit of money. Even more tax. Do this. And then we'll save up for Plasma and then Robo Monkey. I probably want to get some farming going on, too. I think that's relatively safe to assume. Oh, tonight, my partner and I, since I was talking about The Evil Dead a minute ago, we're going to be watching Shaun of the Dead tonight. And I'm very excited for that one. We've been making really good progress through the top 100 movies you should you should watch before you die list. Been quite entertaining and good. And that's a pretty good location for him. Get all of these in here. Looks good. Anyway, I can... No, okay. Well, that's the amount of banana farms we're gonna have. Let me go ahead and slow down so we can maximize our distribution. Yeah, no, it's been very interesting. I say we, it was very much a me issue. I've struggled sometimes to always be in the mood to watch a film, but it's just been easier recently. I think I've just had a bit of a state of mind shift that's been very beneficial. I think it's part of the reason is I like to enjoy organizing and categorizing things, and because we've been doing it like the horror movies and then the action movies and things like that, it's made things a lot easier. Though that only really applies to films. I don't think I can do that with anything such as a series. I tend to notice I do better with series in the context of being able to distribute my alone time with them. So I'm thinking maybe after me and my partner finish Hunter x Hunter, which is something we started together, it might just be best for us to watch things on our own. Ooh, serial killer movies. Do you mean like IRL serial killer movies, Stargazer? Just to ask for clarification, or do you mean like fictional type beats? Just out of curiosity. IRL, very understandable. I used to enjoy that kind of stuff, but I don't know. I think it's just the modern shift of where true crime has gone has turned me away from the aspect of watching any of those. My mom enjoys true crime shows quite a bit. And I do believe she still does. But more so in the vein of what appears on reality TV and that kind of thing. Which is honestly what I prefer too, especially after things like the Netflix Jeffrey Dahmer documentary. Ooh, I am so upset by how that was handled. Though also I understand that I wasn't the demographic for that, but that doesn't change the fact it was pretty garbo booty butthole. Okay, we have quite a bit of banana production going on. That's exactly what we want. Now let's get to here. Very nice. Have you finished The Lord of Mystery? I don't know what that is. I don't believe so. No. Let me get these guys over here. Quick shots. Let me look that up. Mr. I found something that's talking about that, but that doesn't seem to be... I don't know if this is the thing you're talking about. It's like a Chinese manhwa or web novel turned recent fictional piece or recent anime. I definitely have not. Oh my gosh, when did we get this much money? That is insane. Okay. Well, the banana farms are working. That's definitely a confirmation of something going on, that I look away for like 5 minutes. Or not even 5 minutes and we're doing. I read the novel so I didn't bother watching the anime. That's fair. I think I'm definitely a person that prefers reading original text versus watching adaptions in most cases. I think the main exception I've made to that recently is Yu-Gi-Oh! Because so many people grew up with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime versus the manga, at least here in the West. It's a truly different experience as well. It's also objectively way funnier because of the way they've edited things. And I mean that in the way of you see something Kaiba can do right away to shut down Yugi, and he just doesn't do it. Until several turns in after Yugi has already drawn the counter. I freaking love card game anime that are so bad. It really is interesting how they felt the need to turn any kind of like franchise anime like that into a the world is ending, the gods play through these games, and use it to determine human lives type deal because they can't actually make the premise interesting on their own. I feel Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the rare exception to that, but more so in the sense of Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the one to pioneer that idea and the nonsense contained within it. Like, by all accounts, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was incredibly original when it came to that concept. We got a lot of crits. I think that's the only thing that can crit. So we're set for a hot minute. I don't think there's anything that can increase crit chance. I think maybe, the merchant monkey has something, but I don't know. And I'm not going to change Etienne for that. I mean, I could always, like, buff up and get, like, an engineer of some nature, but I don't think that's necessary. I think I might just pour all my money into a banana central. And we'll just make our bank back. That feels like the best course of action. Yeah, we've already really gone above and beyond the amount of money one would think we would be able to make, but also I'm playing on double cash. I haven't watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Because here, when we were younger, we watched Pokemon or Beyblade. I was the same way. It really is incredible when you think about it, how these franchises all released at the same time in terms of anime, with things like Digimon versus Pokemon versus Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus, Beyblade versus Bakugan. Like, all were relatively within the same time frame together, and I think that's really awesome, truth be told. And also, I forget, I don't level up Etienne all the way for this reason. His perma UVAC actually creates some issues with stealing kills from others. Hey, Pokerogue, welcome in! We're actually just chatting about Pokemon and growing up with certain, like, anime franchises and things right now. I think the only show I never gave a chance, when I think on it, was Beyblade. Because it being spinning tops was deeply lame to me. And I know that's really biased, but I'm so sorry, they can't make the game about spinning tops and make it do with gods and have me not find it very silly and stupid. I have been tempted to watch it ever since I did see the Moses parting the Red Sea scene. But more so just to kind of understand and dissect it. Like, I want to understand who had this idea and why did they think it was fun. It was good. It definitely wasn't. I'm currently working on black bordering all easy maps. Nice job, Pokerogue. Yeah, we're making our own way through getting the gold medals before we have to do, chimps ourselves. So happy to have you along for the journey. I hope yours goes smoothly, my friend. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. There he is. Let's just do like this, I think. Yeah, I think this is good. Quick shots. Thankfully, this also covers camos. And then I can put something like this down here. And that'll handle the leads. Currently done all maps till skates and logs, as it's one of the easiest maps. Makes sense, makes sense. Are you figuring out your own strategies, Pokerogue, or are you, following any guides? Either which way is good, I'm just curious. And this will be another farm map. We'll probably build over here. Get all this. There we go. Can I squeeze one over in here? That would be very nice. No, definitely not. So that is our limitation. Very good, very good. Let's see about this. Yep, that is the perfect limit. Oh, I should have moved it over there more. Oh, I'm such a fool. Oh, well. Hopefully I can still fit something in here. Yep. And I think this is probably the last thing I can fit in. I give it maybe 1 or 2 tries, and after that I watch a guide, as this is my second account. I lost the login for my old account and had all the easy maps. Okay. You're a ETM main. Oh yeah, no, I use Etienne a lot. He is my favorite, absolutely. I just like him. He's fun. I like having camo and everything and not having to worry about it for Bloons that don't have it. Just my preferred playstyle rather than, like, having to set up a specific monkey. Plus, I like having a support guy around. People always underestimate the supports, and they should not. They are deeply useful. I accidentally upgraded that twice, but that's fine. Get that. And this. Do that. But I'm sorry you lost your account login, Pokerogue. Did you contact Ninja Kiwi at all to see if they could help? Or was it tied to, like, a different account thing, like Apple ID, in which case that makes sense. Apple is so difficult to work with on those matters. I don't know why I had to pause there for a hot sec. Connect to you. Upgrade. And now we're gonna be rolling in the dough. The banana bread dough, some may say. Anyway. Come on. Give me that banana plantation. I run Salda mostly as she makes easy map's a breeze early game, and I like the Jianxi skin. That's so true. I am also a big Sauda fan, and I can absolutely respect that. I use her a lot too for harder challenges like Impoppable and things like that, just to have an easier time. I have been learning how to make it though with Etienne, and I'm very happy about that. And okay, I can actually upgrade to that, which is good. And now we can actually get our crossbow masters, which I'm gonna prioritize over anything else. Well, I'll get Ring of Fire, because Ring of Fire is too good. And we love those crits. I'm an Admiral main on lane. I use a new hero. Oh yeah, I love Silas, and you can't, like, diss Brickle. Brickle is just so freaking good. Love her to pieces. Where are you? And got that. That's good. Super range, epic range, Robo Monkey. I may want to set up a, what is it? A, Chinook, so I can move Robo Monkey. I did not place him in the most optimal position. Oh, also gotta thank Mandarimp for the follow while we were offline. Helped us get our daily follow going. We love to see that. He might pop in, he might not. Regardless, he's a cool dude. I'm at the point of just missing the Ace Paragon to have all the upgrades and planning on getting all heroes and skins. Oh dang, that's a good goal to have, PokeRogue. Also, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the random encounter, my friend. We appreciate having you here, and hope you find your time enjoyable. And thank you so much for helping us achieve double our daily follow goal. Super love that. And this should be good for just farming crits for a bit, so I think we're in the clear. I just gotta sit back and chillax. Ace Paragon is so good. I have come to love Monkey Ace, but I feel like that's the journey of every Bloons TD6 player, where you start loving one version of Monkey Ace once you finally come around to it, and then you realize, oh, all versions of Monkey Ace are good. Also, if I remember right, this guy can crit too, can't he? Yes, he can. Okay. So I want to get this guy, like, here. Deadeye, Bounty Hunter. That's good. Quick draw. But they did it so dirty in Nerf. Oh yeah, with the Admiral strat, I'm very familiar with that. I never used it, but I heard about it. I'm just missing over 300k EXP and grind EXP wherever possible. Same! That's what I did, PokeRogue. A lot of people thought I was insane for grinding EXP early, like while I was doing easy maps, but look at me now. I am already in the hard modes and I have everything unlocked. Literally the best decision I ever made. Let me go, I believe... Also, hello Webroot security in the corner of my computer. Thank you for doing that. Making a lot of money. That's good. We got Banana Central up. Okay, I think we should be crit farming at this point. I really should look up if there is a way to increase crit chance. What's your opinion on Power Pro? I like it so far. I like both of them. I really need to use the Super Monkey one. But I enjoy them both. I've already fallen in love with the Banana Farmer, all versions of them. I think they're very useful depending on your preference of playstyle. And high-key, I think the Super Monkey Beacon is highly underrated. If you go down like the one that lets you spam its ability and just like pop a tech tower on him, you got a lot of security. That is something I absolutely love about it. What about you guys? I know a few people in chat have been using the pro powers. If y'all have any opinions on them, I'd love to hear. That is a lot of damage. People have a low opinion of it because you can't lose it. Because you can't lose all the money the farmer make. I mean, yeah. But that's kind of the fun point of the beacon, I mean. Oh, okay. Also, welcome, Pawiwan. I hope that's how you pronounce it. If that's not how, please let me know. I only need the hard metals on skates to have 2 of the black borders. Yo, nice! Okay, good. That is how you pronounce it. I hope you don't mind if I just call you Pa, then. And I understand that completely, that there are folks that definitely don't like it because it does feel a bit overtuned, but I'm sure over time it will become more relatively balanced. Plus, I mean, if you're spending monkey money on it, it should have some level of pretty strong powers. Because you only get so much monkey money. And I know you can farm it, but it depends on the average player. Overwhelmed. Completely fair. Absolutely. I believe it is a many matters of tastes. At the very least, Ninja Kiwi is pretty receptive to things. So I think we won't have to worry about that kind of stuff too long. I don't really use powers because there's nowhere to use it at the point where I'm at. That's absolutely fair. Powers really become more useful. Early game to late game, they're pretty useful, depending on how you're microing. But mid-game, they tend to fall off, I tend to notice. In terms of just skill experience, by the by. Are updates released on Mondays or Tuesdays? For, Bloons? I don't know, actually. I haven't been long enough to know, around to know that. I think it's usually Wednesdays. It's not that difficult to get MM if you have uncleared maps. That's true. But after a certain point, you should have all the maps cleared. 'Tis the nature of the game. Let's go with another one of these guys in front. Oh, nope, never mind. He doesn't want to be here. Guess we're going with Dart Monkey. Dart Monkey, my beloved. And it'll be another farm map. That was the wrong guy. I have to restart. I don't like... Bum, bum, bum. Do I just want to set Etienne near? Yeah, I probably want to set Etienne more on this side. Because I don't want him stealing kills. Yeah, I think that's a lot better for me. With my goals. And intentions in mind. Yeah, let's do this. I can't wait that long. You can make it, Demon King. There's a lot to do. Yeah, but extra max on chimps are difficult. I have a dozen I haven't done Dark Castle, but I'm not looking forward to for Ouch chimps. Yeah, no, Ouch is pretty rough. You do need to micro place a lot. But I have faith in ya. If you're already getting some black borders down, that means you have the skills to do all of them. The thing is, I have black border all maps, so I'm just doing daily and bosses, and I usually play rank mode, so powers are disabled. That's so fair. That's something I do like a lot about Bloons. Everyone's experience is going to be mildly different, just based on what you do. For me, I plan on doing everything, but for right now, I am focusing purely on things like this, you know, getting all the medals in a map and whatnot. And that's inherently, like, really different from players that are grinding out bosses and, like, different things like that. And I think that's pretty neat. Okay, get that. This will be a very interesting monkey farmer placement. Probably right here is literally going to be perfect for him. Yeah. Yeah, no, that, like, why would I put him any place but there? I forgot to set down something to pop leads. Hang on. Gonna do a little bit of management. That's the wrong guy. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Hang on. Get this over here. More tax. And that's good. It happens to the best of us. Here we go. And yeah, I think that's it in terms of what I can accomplish. So let's get these guys buffed up. Greater production. And then I probably want to focus on long lifing everyone and getting valuable bananas. Make it camo, and then I'll regrow real quick so I can start getting that. It's you. It's gonna be me. Do you know that it is possible to black border Insta monkeys, but you need all possibility of cross path, including tier 5 instas. That is interesting. I did not know that. I'm not surprised that's a thing. But I wouldn't want to grind that out, because that sounds annoying as junk. I would rather just play the game normally. Half cash is harder than chimps when you don't have 2 caches on an easy map. That's so fair. Stargazer. I hope that was not a slight dig at me, because I'm just playing casually at this point. But I will assume it is not. But half cash is freaking brutal, yeah. I'm quite familiar with that. And, okay, we're gonna start getting our crossbow masters up and running soon, which is very nice. Okay, there we go. That's what we were missing. But, IBB. Or BIB. Bib. Oh, do you mean bib? Frickin'. The only reason I buy 2 times cash. Very fair. Enough people hate half cash to do that. Which, I mean, hey, I don't think that is inherently a bad thing. I just have half cash because I think it's fun to get powerful monkeys. And very quickly, too. It also helps me learn the skills. Sometimes I wish half cash was on medium difficulty instead of hard. Honestly, I can agree with that, Pokey Rogue. Also, Demon King, I didn't greet you earlier. Hello. I hope you're having a good one, friend. I'm sorry I missed ya. Sometimes I wish half cash was on meat. But yeah, no, I feel like it being on medium instead of hard would actually make it a lot better of a skill check, if that makes sense. Oh, I think my crit alerts aren't showing up because I reduced the size of the, like, oh, what is it? Oh, why am I forgetting words? I reduced the size of the projectiles. Oh my gosh. Words. It deserves its position. Again, I don't think there's a correct answer to it. Like, best I can say is it's balanced the way it is because Ninja Kiwi tested a lot and they figured out this is the best option. And that's all it can be. The price increase of hard with half cash, half cash is what makes it so much worse. Mm-hmm. Round 60 to 61 to 80 makes half cash interesting. That's true. Though I would also like to pose an argument of if a round only gets if a game mode only gets interesting later on, like, especially in the final, like, what is that, final fourth? Is it really a well-designed game mode? Spa should be an expert map. I disagree with that one personally. If you have a certain playstyle, Spa is definitely hard. But Spa itself is not hard. At least there's no super ceramics on half cash. These, oh, yeah, no, Tar Pit. Yeah, no, Tar Pit should come back and punch everyone's teeth in. That could be really fun. Yeah, I've considered after I finish this, I might do Bloons TD 5 as well. And I know that one is a real, devious gentleman when it comes to, abilities and how things are designed in that one. At the very least, because it's older, it has way more guides. Around 160 is still okay. It's just having 61 to 80 to worry about means you just can't spend on whatever. For sure. No, I completely agree with that. But again, I would like to posit that, oh no, at least in my opinion with game design, if something only gets interesting later on, I don't know if I can consider that a smartly designed decision. But at that point, that's me plucking hairs. That's how the game was designed. That's how the game has been for a hot minute. No use complaining about it. That's just me being philosophical about the nature of game design and what makes a good element. And also, I'm just armchair therapisting at this point, or armchair criticking. I have legitimately no skills or qualifications to articulate upon that point. It's just me yammering and jabbering. Can I fit a guy in here? I actually can. That's fun. I spent 3 days trying to beat Tar Pit. Yeah, I mean, it's literally impossible to beat Tar Pit on chimps. The only way to beat it on chimps is to, do it in co-op. So it definitely need rebalancing in this game, or wait for an especially broken tower. Or mod, that too. But who knows? We'll see eventually. Oh, right, I should probably do this just for funnies. How much EXP do I have? A lot. After this, I need to check where my crits are. Hopefully I have a good amount at this point. I know people have modded, the game, so Cave Monkey's actually a tower, which I think is pretty fun. I need to look at more Bloons mods, honestly. I don't want to play with them, but I just think they're really neat. I also wonder if Bloons will ever release, like, an art book, because I think it would be fun if they did. I really love the art style of Bloons, and it's one of the reasons I really want more. It's like IRL, it's so hard. For real, for real. Oh my gosh. I know there are guides for that one, and I'm probably gonna have to follow one. Did I not get the Cave Monkey achievement? It didn't pop up. Do I have to do it on a certain... Oh yeah, no. Crits was the way to go. We are almost there. To beat Tar Pit on hard without losing lives and no knowledge and maybe something else, I don't know. That's a lie. I know that for a fact. If that were true, it would have a literal 0% achievement rate. Let me back up real quick. I don't know why, I just wanted to. You can't deceive me, only I can deceive me. I have anxiety. I was literally born to be anxious. Unless you're talking about the older game, in which case I do believe you are correct on that one. Get these. Oh, and don't forget you. But I think you can do it on easy. That's cool. Glad that's an option at least. Lizard. 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 And down here. There we go. That's a good placement. It's a hidden achievement, and then either Ray did it in videos, and no, Stargazer they changed it. Okay. Well, either which way, I'm pretty sure I don't have to worry about that from my end, so I am chill. Let's see. How we doing? I think that's good. No point being too picky. We're gonna get a lot of banana farms either which way. This is good. Alright. All clear. Let me very quickly upgrade everything, and then I'll look at chat again, pardon me. Just focusing. There's that. Let me go ahead and just connect to you. Lucky me, you did when it was easy. It was an option. Let's go. My last game jam. Oh no! Pigeon! Oh, I'm sorry to hear that your game jam didn't go well. What happened, bud? I never got past brainstorming, so I'm trying a 2-week jam. That happens. Oh my god. I'm sorry to hear that. Getting caught up in the brainstorm moment tripped you up, friend. But there is always next time, and doing a 2-week jam should make things a lot easier. Hopefully the juices will be flowing by then. Road money is 1.2k monkey money to beat it. Neat. Well, good to know. I do enjoy having knowledge of things. Reminds me of the guy from Adventure Time. What is it? The tiger with approximate knowledge of everything. One of the funniest jokes in that show. And it's so early on, too, which is insane. Almost at 100k EXP from Ace. Yeah, buddy, you're gonna get it probably today. It has a really good gimmick. Oh, neat. What's the gimmick, my friend? Spill, spill, tell, tell. Oh, gosh, my jaw. Oh, well, I didn't upgrade that fast, which is good. My brain just stuttered for a hot sec. We're gonna get a scenario instead of a theme in the game. It's meant to vibe around that scenario. Oh, that's neat. So it's just a little bit more of a deeper theme. I can dig that. Very cool. Have they announced it yet, or are you still waiting on the announcement? Yeah, I think I want Banana Research Facility first. Sometimes making money makes things slower, which is very funny to me. We'll probably at the very least get our thing set up our achievement this game, which means we'll go back to stuff. Okay, so it just hasn't been announced yet. Okay. Well, when it is announced, I hope it's a good one. Themed writing stuff like that is pretty cool. I use a 5-2 and 2-5 ace to clear most of the medals. It's possible to clear those with 2 aces. Oh yeah, absolutely. Aces are super powered in that way. Come on. I beat Nightmare King Grim today. Oh my gosh, Pigeon. Nice on ya. Nightmare King Grim's fight is not fun. Oh my gosh, I am not a fan of that boss designed fight. So I'm very glad to hear you finished it. You know how to micro monkey ace? I don't, Stargazer. But I'm also not a fan of micro, so even if I knew, I probably wouldn't do it. Okay, time to get our crossbow masters. Oh, I mistook Monkey Ace Micro as saying microing Monkey Ace isn't that hard. He's not hard, but he's tedious, and that's kind of worse to me. Because I don't like bosses where I kind of just have to repeat myself. Like, it's very much a personal taste thing, but just not my cup of tea. I'm at 204. I don't farm that much to get flying. No, that's so fair. Flying Fortress is a doozy to invest in. Mantis Lord Grim did it better. No, you're correct. Mantis Lord is one of the hottest fights in gaming. And I mean that in several senses. Like, the Mantis Lords really are sort of the perfect fight. In not just skill song, but... skill song. That could be a... That's actually a really good joke to make. In Hollow Knight, Mantis Lords are not just one of the best fights. I think Mantis Lords are some of the best fights, period. So absolutely agree with you there, Pigeon. I do know there are probably some Dung Defender lovers in Hollow Knight, which I absolutely respect. However, in several mechanical levels, Mantis Lords have them beat fair and square. I've seen some insane boss fights in different genres. Oh yeah. You ever look at a Toho screen? That would kill a grandpa. I freaking love Toho. If you struggle with Nightmare King Grim, then Pure Vessel's gonna beat your ass. Well, Pure Vessel, like, again, it isn't that Nightmare King Grim is hard, he's just annoying. Ah, nice on ya, Pokerogue. Congrats, my man. Clapping for ya. Glad you managed to do it. With a little EXP left over. Now you just gotta grind for the, like, what is it? 7 million lifetime experience? I feel like Nightmare King Grim is just a fun way to test players with everything to win quicker. I mean, yeah. It could be viewed as that, but I don't think that was the intention. Because it would be one thing if you could fight him over and over again easily to do that, but you really can't. Pantheon is going to be easier because I have more charm slots. Very fair, unless you go for the broken and annoying achievements that I'm going to have to do, and I'm going to cry. My sniper is almost there. He is on 4.8 mil as a sniper. Yeah, no, sniper is beloved for a good reason. I might actually check how my EXP is looking here in a minute. Because I'm just curious. Got you a oh, what are you missing then, Pigeon? What level can you reach in free play here? I have no sound. Oh gosh, what is my highest free play level? I'll check here in a minute. Hazy David. Also, how do you say your name and welcome in? Happy to see ya. Glad to have you here, friend. We're just going through all the different... Oh, the hunter's marks. Okay. And Pantheon of the Night. Got it. Well, you can go for it if you want to. If you don't want to go for it, I also understand. The game is very long. So first let me check my free play. So 80... Will it only show in... It looks like my highest, like, non-co-op is 100? That can't be right. Oh, wait, no, I can just... Hang on first. Yay, we got the critical hit achievement. That's good. Love that. End goal is P5, but I will not be Great Prince Zoe before then. Fair. Here we go. Right. Highest round in current version, 146. And lifetime highest is 451. Very neat. Dang, Pokerogue, that is very impressive. But yeah, that is the answer, 146, and that's not correct. Okay, let's see. Glue Monkey is at 2. Now it's Sniper. I'm putting my money on it probably ending up being the Banana Farm. Yep. Makes sense. So we might actually reach that today. That would be fun. What's next? 10 games, Magic Monkeys only. Yeah, no, we're gonna go back to Balloon Master Alchemist. Paragon when the Engineer just came out. I did that run. Oh, dang, Pokerogue. That is impressive. I actually haven't used Engineer Monkey Paragon yet. He was actually the one I only unlocked recently. Or he was the last one for me to unlock, so I haven't had a good opportunity to use him. Very good number, yes, yes. Alright, logs time. I guess I'll just shove Etty in here. Let's do this, and then a glue monkey up here, or over here. And then an engineer monkey. Well, first, actually, I wanna... dissolve Bloons faster. Oh, I forget which path I like to put him on. Yeah, bottom path is the main. The only Paragon I haven't used is Spike, as that was the last time I played. Spike Paragon's good. I enjoy it quite a bit. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. Let's hurry and level up. You know what? Let's actually get that guy down faster. Pin. There we go. At least that's good. I'm gonna go now. It's past midnight. I'm very sleepy. I hope you have a great day or sleep. Bye. Thank you, Stargazer. Lovely to see you. Hope you have a good sleep yourself, friend. Rest well and see you next stream, maybe. And if not, I'll catch you whenever. There is free Paragons. I'm intrigued in seeing what they will do. Oh yeah, I am so excited for Farm. Personally. I think Village will be really underrated. I love Village when I get the opportunity to use it. And Beast Handler is going to be genuinely super interesting. There is that. Let's see about... I don't want to spend that much money. I guess I'll get to farming. Probably just best to do it over here. It's not going to be the best of farms, but it won't be the worst of farms either. Actually, can I get a guy in here? Yeah. Well, I've made a dick and balls. That is unfortunate. But that is how things go when you are doing your best. There we go, and now I'll just upgrade the camo banana guy first. Connect to you. I wonder if Super is getting a Paragon because of the VTSG existence. I'm not sure about that Pokerogue. I feel like there are a lot of options. I mean, if Super gets a Paragon, it's going to have to be truly insane. And incredibly hard to achieve. Up there is a lot of balloons happening that I did not notice. Hang on, I must plan. Let's see. Do this. We've managed to defend ourselves pretty readily. Good. Now I just need to very quickly get a lot of money for Bloon Master Alchemist. And also overclocking, but one thing at a time. What's the priority here to be? I never know which path I should go first. It's so rough. I think it's bananas. Bananas create more value inherently, and I have a good defense set up. So over time, I'll get more and more bananas. I should overclock too, that's important. I think I'll do that next. Do this. Yeah, no, overclocking changes the game so much. Oh, pardon me, jeez. I should have done the other thing. Okay, I see how it's being played out. I'm a-learning. Game stuttered for a hot sec. Don't know why. Probably nothing good. They're insane. They will make you need to get a Vengeful True Sun God with the middle and bottom path, as well as the over 5 million just to get the ability to get the Paragon, not including the cost of it. I mean, honestly, I would not be opposed to that. I think that would be incredibly fun. Like, a Paragon just specifically meant for endgame. I think that would be sick. It might actually convince me to play Geraldo. And now, strong. And now, stuttered again. We save up for Ultra Boost, I guess. And, no, not Super Glue yet. And hopefully, oh, no, I can do this still while I'm waiting. Paragons have to be realistic for bosses, though. That's true. They could also just disable the Paragon, though. I don't know. It's a lot to think about, and I am not smart enough to do so. But it's nice to dream, you know? I do always hate that Ultra Boost has to go on a secondary cooldown after you get it. It just doesn't make sense to me why they would do it that way. Or at the very least, it feels like it punishes the player in some small capacity. Now let's get this guy all boosted up. Because we shouldn't need any more money. I'll redo all degree 100 Paragon run after getting Geraldos. Yes! Oh my gosh, do it! That's gonna be so fun. I love me a challenge run like that. I don't like playing them, but I think they're so fun for the people to watch, you know, basically. I am not a challenge run type of gal, but for Chivos, I shall do them. Oh, this may be a bit of a derailment, but I think it is interesting to bring up and talk about. I've recently been considering a lot to do with, like, my dietary health and things like that. Just because, you know, as you get older, it becomes harder for your body to adapt and change and really support you. It's just an unfortunate factor of life, kind of. And I really, you know, want to ensure I have a good quality of life going forward. and giving my body the best chance to maintain itself. And I've actually considered getting an app for this purpose, like one of those nutrition trackers. I'm normally not a fan of them, especially because a lot of them do lean into the quote-unquote calorie counting type of mentality, and I hate that. I don't think it's a healthy way to live. I'm purely about nutrition versus anything. But I found a decent app, and I'm gonna give it a try. The main issue just is, it seems like... I don't know, I am autistic, unfortunately. I have food aversion issues. I'm not afraid to admit that. I mean, heck, it's a tag on my stream, for Pete's sake. People can see that and probably can tell from the way that I conversate. But food's been a struggle, but I genuinely want to try. Well, it's less to do with anything medical related, or at least medical related in a way that a professional can assist me with. And simply more so to do with I need cooking help. I need assistance figuring out how to cook in a way that I will accept veggies and nutritional additions without gagging or destroying my mental health in the process. The one problem with that run is it takes over 2 to 3 hours. Oh my gosh. Well, you're in for the long haul, Pokerogue, and I salute you if you do genuinely attempt to try it. Leslie's been doing good so far. Is he starting to steal kills? Oh, he is absolutely stealing kills from Leslie. I gotta move him. You need to be locked in place. Your job is not damaged in any capacity. Oh gosh. Your job is, please cool down faster. Yeah, there's a nutritionist specialist who can help you zero in on stuff to work with your taste and other considerations. Oh, I may look into that. Then, that could be good. Okay, yeah, I think that was the better location for him. I need to move him now. He's actually kind of... Oh, why does it always freeze when this guy is on the scene? Okay, I think they are getting through Leslie a little bit easier. Leslie is handling them a little better. I think it's just because the game is struggling with the amount of map it has to calculate whenever Leslie nukes something. Which is really good, honestly, because it does mean Leslie is targeting the big guys. Yep. Okay, well, that was good. Love that. Good job, Leslie. Let's see, did that make any difference in... We got 1%. Okay, well, we're in for the long haul. Might as well just keep going at it. I think, yes. So we have the basic gold medal on all the all the easy maps. Now we move on to intermediate with Luminous Cave. And this is going to be annoying because I'm not going to change my strategy. I will be using Alchemist Monkeys. You cannot stop me. I can't use Alchemist Monkeys. Or where is it? Yes, there you are. Then... what's the most out of the way area? Probably just over here. I won't be able to farm, which is going to be deeply annoying. So we're just going to have to rely on some funny strats I have concocted in my little head. Free. Get these. I'm probably gonna have to drop some cash drops to make this work. I did not mean to buy that. Oh well, I guess that's the path we're going here. Oh, I don't have any cash drops. Okay, well. Let me get some of these going. Nope, give me this guy. Moab glue, there we go. And now we wait for monkey commerce. But yeah, I really should probably conversate with some kind of nutritional or dietitian specialist. I think it would be deeply beneficial to me. I don't know, we just don't talk about how food can be hard for some people enough. Skate chimps down without a grid. Without a guide. Oh, no, it took me a second just because I couldn't understand the way it was spelled out. Nice job, Pokey Rogue. Also, I have an interesting question. Did your name come about from the browser game, or did it come about before that? Like, were you a fan that just named yourself after Pokey Rogue, or was it the inverse? Shoot, I should probably get Relentless Glue. And you know what? Another one, just to give myself the benefit of the doubt. Oh, yes, here we go. Free money! I love that game and I completed it. Congrats! I lost my login, unfortunately, so if I play again, I would have to restart from the beginning. And I don't want to do that. Okay, it was already going as fast as it can. There we go. Oh, we are not. Hang on. Camo detection. Thankfully, they're all going down the path to the one person that can kill them. That is so good. Hang on. Let me get this up and running. And now everyone can see camo. That is exactly what we needed. And I think now at this point, I just need to get down like an engineer. Which is gonna be hard, but I will see what I can do. Unfortunately, I still need Magic Monkey, double HP, Moab, and half cash. Yeah. But you can do it. I believe in you. Let's see. The hope is I can get BMA here quickly. Or quicker enough. I don't need... This is a toughie. I might need super glue before anything. Yeah, I think it might just be safer if I go down the super glue path first and foremost. I got Magic Monkey down on easy. Ah, nice. Yeah, no, thankfully Magic Monkey's options are pretty stacked. So you generally don't need to worry about, like, your options. You just have to make sure you have someone to defend a little bit of everything. I might put down, like, a farm that can just do itself. Basically, that sounds weird, but... Increase production, like, every little bit helps, I suppose. There we go. Top half ninja, alchemist, and wizard is enough. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, we're getting a little bit of something going. Not the most efficient farm, but it's something. Getting everything. Very good. Yep, game's already freezing. Just a smidgen. Just a teensy-weensy little bit. I'm gonna get BMA next. Because I do want to make sure I get some of that benefit this game. Oh, hey, level up. That'll be useful. Strong. Now we'll save up for overclocking. And I'm gonna stretch. Ugh. Yeah, there we go. 63 is the only problematic round. I would not know. I am yet to do that kind of thing. So I'll just have to take your word for it. Probably because superglue chain stalling very few things able to reduce number of balloons quickly. I mean, yeah, but also I'm not really focusing on like round efficiency. I'm focusing on letting Bloon Master oh that makes sense. Okay, I did not consider that. Well, the more we know. I appreciate you theorizing on that. Honestly, I should be doing this. I always forget to do it. I truly do. At the very least, we will make money after money. Get that going, and we'll just alternate these two. And soon enough, we will have our Ultra Boost. I just get the bottom path wizard to help with 63. Oh yeah. We love our necromancer in this house. Necromancer wizard does so much for this family. I need 77. Literally just 777 across the board. We're getting there though. How far does my alchemist reach? Not that far, but he can go much further than the average monkey. Unfortunately, I'll probably be around 60 free by the time... Oh, no. That was a nice install of cash. Okay. Well, we got Ultra Boost. Got Trophy Store. Oh, yeah! Neat! I really need to use my trophies. Oh, boy. Well, first dev in a hot minute. Okay. Dang. Just play it. Do this. And that should save our heinies pretty well. Just keep ultra boosting that BMA. And he should be our savior, relatively. I think I also need to start putting money... Oh, no, he's already max. Alright. We're at 4 already. Love that. We're already set to strong. That's a good thing. Maybe I'll just do like one free play round so I can get this achievement, because I'm gonna focus so hard on it in these games that it's gonna take me a minute. Gotta do this again. Not my favorite thing to have to do, but we need to make sure we can defend ourselves. Get that. How you doing, bud? Pretty good. Just need 2 more. Oh yeah, he gets stuff done real nice. I do wish there was kind of a way to like reduce damage on these guys. I think that'd be really fun. If you really don't want a certain monkey kill snipe killing anything, that would just be immensely useful. This might be a... No, we're good. Get one of these again. There we go, getting a bunch of red balloons. Buccaneer mid is really good for double HP Moab. I'm actually excited to get to that game mode eventually for this Alchemist strat, because apparently double HP Moab is the game mode you want to do if you want to grind out the Alchemist stuff. Like, that's just a general consensus from what I read online. Oh, something I also need to do in general, like, to go with the nutrition stuff. So I take a bunch of pills in the morning, both, like, essential and non-essential, but beneficial. I really need to just start storing them in the freaking fridge. Just for the sake of convenience. I kind of just want to get, like, a big tackle box or something and sort a daily assortment of pills for, like, a month. And just set it and forget it, and I can just grab a little bit of pills every day, and that will make my life so much easier. Like, I really hope they make something like that. If not, that would be a sick thing to 3D print. I have been considering getting a 3D printer, actually. I think it would be very nice and useful for small things. I know a lot of people, unfortunately, make a lot of 3D printed junk, so to speak. But yeah, month-long pillboxes is pretty convenient. Okay. So they do make them. That's good. I will have to look at procuring one for myself then. Maybe I'll add it to, like, my Christmas list or something. I may have to... Yeah, okay. Doing danger strats. Mana Shield Monkey knowledge is really useful. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, I am not there yet to get it. Please? Okay, thank goodness. Yep. And it's dead. I used to buy them for board game. Oh my gosh. That's so honestly, I totally get you, because I use bead storage boxes for my D&D dice. I love them so much. What do I want? Divergence. An avatar can pop. Root. Transformation tonic last. I probably want to go down this path. And then I'll go down here. Normally I like to complete these in lines, but I think with the strategies I'm using right now, this is simply the more efficient mean. Did that actually do anything more? I wish you could pin, like, achievements to track. That would be so nice. Yeah, no, that didn't do jack. Oh, the game It didn't freeze, but it definitely stuttered. To getting Geraldo. Very nice. Getting the merchant monkey man himself. Merchant monkey man, take me by the hand to the land above that you understand. Ah, da 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 da. Definitely want you here. Is there enough room for a glue monkey? There is. Let's gold. Stronger acid. Stickier glue, stronger glue, glue splatter. I might do one of these now to start giving myself a bit more time to set things up. I'm just over halfway to all easy map black border, but the next update will mess up the nice 4-page of it. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, but I'm not gonna complain about getting new free content. Bloons Ninja Kiwi is so nice for that, and I thank them very much for it. Oh my gosh, this is so silly. The thank you very much actually reminds me. I managed to find an Elvis magnet for my grandma, and I'm really excited to give it to her this week. She finally came back home, and I'm really excited just to get to spend time with her again. Get this. This is gonna be pretty rough. Got that. And I'm 2 chimps medals away from 2K monkey money. Nice. You love to see it. Monkeyous moneyous. Just barely in line. There we go. Here we go. Okay, I can't fit it in there. Got it. Do I want to... Nah, I want to focus on these guys. Connect to you. Because these are busted. Get all of these. And I have 2 easy maps where I did the hard metals already, so it's 1 less metal to get before chimps. Ah, neat. Love when that works out, definitely. Do I? Yeah, I think I want to go with, Bib next. Bib is way too good for generating a lot of money real fast. Long life bananas. Yep, we are getting the funds. Look at that money climb. We're definitely skirting by on completion, though. I think it's time for the Moab glue upgrade, just to make sure we're gonna make it. Can never underestimate. That kind of thing. Let's do this. Get that set up. Yep. Oh, we just skirted by on that. Okay. You need to come in and assist us, sir. And get banana. There we go. Very nice. And no reason I bought the Suda skin is to work towards the achievement of Hunger Games 1 with a hero skin. Very smart. Gotta double up on those Chivos. Chivos. I assume from the way you're talking about, you're also a achievement hunter, Pokey Rogue. Very much appreciate that and love hearing about my fellow... I think I die here. Oh my gosh, I have 20 health. Fellow achievement hunters doing what they can. I hope you're making good progress in your way of all that kind of stuff. Do not forget to do this. Heck yes, okay. Oh my gosh, that's so much money. I can't believe I forget to do this so freaking much with how broken it is. And there it is, yeah. No, I figured that would occur. Pop an extra layer and do this. And then, come on. UVAC. There we go. Just in time. We have the money makers up and running. Get this stuff down. Super glue. There we go. Okay. This should be pretty useful. Yes, I'm planning on getting the secret achievements as well, because I am a completionist, so yeah, that's one of the reasons I complete the Dex and Poke Rogue. Well, we are so glad to have you here then. I, don't know how much you read about the About Me, but I am a achievement hunter as well. I go after them however I can. I don't always complete them. I go as far as I feel comfortable going, because I don't like to burn myself out on certain games if I'm just not having fun. But we do plenty of that kind of nonsense here. So we are always happy to find another Chivo hunter in the wild and invite you along for the journey to see me fight with my backlog and get as many of those achievements as I can. Get that. Oh, we're so close. No, we're not, actually. I completely forgot what it was I was doing. I played free Lego games in, like, the span of a week. That's insane, actually. The Lego games are no freaking joke. Oh my gosh, Poke Rogue. That is very impressive indeed. Absolutely. Congrats to you for that, my friend. Alright, now we can actually get some interesting money opportunities going on here. That we have the big boy up and running. And it looks like we are definitely getting a fun opportunity with Alchemist Monkey. Oh, right, I need to switch you to strong. Can't forget that. Okay, we get 2 of these. Hey, Rav! Welcome, welcome! Glad to see another fella in chat. Just playing some Bloons right now. Impoppable, I can check after this game, Poke Rogue. I think last I checked, I've made good progress on it because of the way I've been doing my game. But, we will have to find out together, because I don't keep too close an eye on it, because I figured that's one of those I will get it when I get it achievements. I real got jump scared by all that text and rules. I haven't read that much since my exams a week ago. Chill. I would not have to have that much text in my rules if people didn't jump in without following them. I would rather set some strong boundaries off the rip than to have a bunch of, like, people jumping in saying all the wrong things. But that's just me. I'm at like 63%. It takes a long time, as well as the Sapper achievement. I am 18 on it. Nice! Oh, hey, water. Splash, splash, I was taking a bath. Bum, 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 bum. I got distracted by the water. What are those icons under the bottom left? Oh, those are just decorations I like adding. The whole UI is meant to mimic like an old sort of MMO type screen. So those are like just chat bubbles, like little items, fun things like that. I've actually been preparing to contact some people about upgrading my UI eventually. The main issue is I'm waiting on my logo to be finished, commissioned. And, also getting my brand guidelines all set up and ready. And that unfortunately takes a minute, especially because unfortunately the person... Yeah, brand stuff. It sounds very silly when someone says it aloud. I'm not oblivious to that fact. But the professional term for getting, like, color, what is it? Oh gosh, there's a specific term for it and it's escaping my mind right now. Basically, when you want to know what colors are complementary that you should use in, like, videos together to make a cohesive, like, thing that is pleasing to the eyes, that. Basically, complementary color grading. I am not very good with knowing the insides of the business terms. But by all professional means, that's what it's called, and I should be upgrading this guy. I found my favorite early game tower, if possible, in the Buccaneer. Oh yeah, Buccaneer is a lovely fella. He's just a versatile man. Like, I appreciate Buccaneer so much for all the things he can do. Oh dang, Arev. Also, if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. Let me know how to pronounce it. I want to make sure I'm doing right by your username. I hope you get to bed soon. But if you're still going to be here and chill with us, I appreciate that. And you can enjoy the vibes we're providing. Man, I had trouble falling asleep myself last night. I gotta think about what I want to do for dinner. Honestly. I do have to do the dishes. Trust me, the mouse streams I watch, I could not care about how anyone pronounces my name. That is utterly fair. I would still like to ask just in case, so let me know. Okay, there we go. Oh boy, this might have to be a... There we go, max the level. That should be of good assistance. I'm also gonna pop down... Up! On this side, a super monkey. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's check that Impoppable achievement now. We are getting close to red and blue makes purple. In fact, I quite like the pronunciation English speakers be making up. It's quite fun. That is utterly fair. English is such a fake language. Those are all the co-ops, bads, co-op popper. There we go, I'm at 49%. Could be worse, could be better. I shall take what I can get. I need to do a lot of co-op stuff eventually. I'm gonna be excited to get into that. But first are these. No, not water park. I hate water park. Okay. What do I want to do? Probably Etienne down here. I rave. Huh. I would not have guessed that one. That is interesting. Definitely was not my own first thought, but everyone has a different dialect, I suppose. Okay. I see. Dang, I need to restart. Let me go ahead and do something like this. Do love the music for the water levels, though. I am not immune to that pirate beat. Get these. More tax, even more tax. Well, this will be an interesting first round. Faster shooting, even faster shooting. Got that. And Rav as in Karab. That's the most common way people pronounce it. A-Rav. Makes sense to me, but that's also knowing as an English speaker, like, how dumb English names can be. Or rather, in the way of, like, the English language, again, makes little to no sense. And it is quite particular in that way. Also, I know you mentioned exams a second ago. I hope they went well for you. Or if they're still going on, they continue to go well. And if they haven't been going well, I hope they become well. Pirate Lord came in clutch in that impoppable game. Very nice. Yeah, Pirate Lord and Beast Tamer are really good for impoppable, in my opinion. Beast Tamer in general, like, is disgustingly powerful for what he does. He does do the most DPS in the game, period. Which is quite funny to think about in some capacities. Get all those. English names make no sense whatsoever. They have no meaning. They literally only be naming people based on, oh, their name is this, so I'll name my kid the same. It doesn't even mean anything. That's so true. There are certainly a number of names like that. I do think there are some very pretty English names, though. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I am fond of Guinevere. Guinevere is a very pretty name, I believe. Should I? Can I? On this guy, I can. What else? I don't know, I don't think about names all that often. Or rather, I should probably think about names more as someone who does writing. But also, I write with the idea in mind that there are going to be several different, like, cultures in my worlds, and I like to pull from those cultures in general with the naming conventions, so I do research there. I don't know. It's a lot of things. Oh my gosh, speaking of writing, I have found something very interesting. There is some book drama going on right now about this young woman who made this, like, whole story world. In this book, she's been writing since she was 12. And unfortunately, she did not hire an editor. But she still published the book, and she is getting ripped into for, like, all the spelling and writing mistakes. Oh, that's sad to hear you don't care much for books. Now that we were talking about names, I'm thinking of, like, how to pronounce your name. Like, way too much. It's just way too much in my forethought. Arav. But I get it, books just aren't for everyone. Neither is reading. Like, here every name is literally a word in a certain kind of very old language and means stuff. For example, there are names like Yash, which means fame, like every name. Oh, that's neat. I think that's pretty cool. I think the way names come about in general is very fun. Especially if you just get funny with it. I feel like D&D is a really good example of that, because you could just come up with some wild names. We'll pronounce it correctly unless they try 10 times, or I tell them, so fair. And I don't mean that as like, oh, I want to say bad. No, it's just like one of those things of like, oh gosh, I'm thinking about the way I move my tongue in my mouth when I say things, and it's too distracting. Because my brain is just like focusing on it way too much. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like the sensation of when you're driving around and you're suddenly aware that you're operating a 10-ton metal vehicle that easily has the capacity to crush you and anyone you may accidentally hurt with it, and you're just like, oh, oh. Now you're breathing manually. I do that already. Same thing with blinking. That's the power of autism. Those things have no effect over me. What do I... Yeah, I think maybe I should just do... There are just some maps where I can't do BMA. I'm gonna have to accept that fact. Like, this one would have been heck in a handbasket to try and do it in. Do this. That'll, yeah, that's good. Oh, right, I can only get one. Weird whatever community is criticizing her over more popular offers. I can get it in some small sense because of the perspective of, like, she marketed this book very hard and it ended up on a lot of people's timelines who very much, you know, were in the demographic for her book and what she was advertising it as and for. And there is some validity to the criticism since, again, this is a book that, unfortunately, like, it wasn't well written. Like, just plainly, it had, like, a lot of issues, and it became very popular, and when people are given a subpar product that was advertised in a certain way, they get angry about it, whether too much so or rightfully so. That's not to say some of the criticism is too extreme or, like, there aren't good points, but there are factors to be considered beyond that detail. And I should really put down one of these guys. I think that would help greatly. What's your favorite hero and hero skin? I have it right now. Bookworm Etienne. He's so freaking cute. It's been like 6 months till I played this game. I'm so glad I quit because I would waste every weekend on the boss events. Oh, ouch. Yeah, no, that is not my jam either. Arav. I thought it was some random book that was like no, this was not that instance. This was a TikTok event type deal. It was very much an oh no type of thing. But yeah, I am not a fan of the weekend stuff. I'm just gonna do what I need to get the achievements, and I am done. I am not a fan of the boss events. They just aren't my vibe. My brain was genuinely filtering out anything you said after the word book. Oh my gosh. I mean, hey, if it's not your jam, absolutely. I understand that. I just do normal boss. Elite boss is above my pay grade. I have to do the elite bosses, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to beat them all once. But that's not gonna start today, and I'm not doing it on stream because I panic. And it's just not a fun time, and I can't focus on chat. So we're not doing that. I'm very much a fan of the boss events. A bit too much of a fan. I definitely had a problem. Well, good on you for being willing to admit that. I know some people that are like that for the races. Yeah, all 6 elite bosses are an achievement, I believe. I can pull it up here in a second. I'm gonna message my partner also and ask him what he's feeling for dinner. Just real quick to have this for when I'm done. Make sure that's silented. We should be good here. Get perma spike up here. Should I? This one is, oh my gosh, I forgot how big that is. I should probably put something else down. You know, I feel like helicopter would be very valuable here. So we're gonna do that. I wasted entire weekends, every weekend for I mean, on one hand, I would be like, that's too much. On the other hand, I am a Monster Hunter fan, and I do that every time Monster Hunter comes out. So I am not gonna be a pot calling a kettle black. I know one is required for an achievement, but the other achievement can be done with normal, I think. Ah, round 40 on Chimp's Loss. I'm sorry to hear that, Pokerobe. In fact, I feel nostalgic about some specific instances when I was specifically fighting a boss during a specific event in my life. Lots of specifics right there. You're being very specifically specific, Arav. Where is it? There it is. Luckily, I know. Okay, that's good. Oh, I have, so, Pokemon Legends ZA is coming out soon, and I'm very excited for it. I'm actually going to be going to the midnight release, and I think that's going to be so fun. But, I have been trying to avoid spoilers. I've avoided most of them. But I got spoiled on 2 things. One willingly, one unwillingly. I'm not going to say what I got spoiled on in case there's anyone here that, you know, is going to play the game and wants to go in as blind as possible. Please don't talk about anything that has been revealed and or leaked. Like, I want this to be a nearly as clean experience as possible. But I did get leaked on 2 things. One is pretty cool, and the other thing is the silliest thing I've ever seen that has actively guaranteed a certain Pokemon being on my team, I think. I remember when Alteon dropped, and me and a friend scheduled an entire weekend off on it. I remember a specific event like a year ago when I was beating Elite Vortex on the map Tree Stump. Bro, that's insane. You have near photographic memory when it comes to the bosses. Honestly, mad respect for that. Yeah, the new Mega, I like the new Megas a lot, honestly. I know there are some people that hate how silly they are, but I'm just like, are you telling me you can't appreciate a silly little guy? Like, they exist to be funny fellas. They're so good. I just feel too nostalgic. Nah, I can relate to that. This is another I'm not doing Bloon Master Alchemist even if you make me strat. Oh! Nikto! Thank you so much for the follow! Welcome to the random encounter. Very much happy to have you here. Hope you have a good one. And you enjoy us playing some Bloons. Hope you're having a good day as well. I swear I do not have a photographic memory. I couldn't remember what I ate for lunch yesterday. Same. Some things are just baked into you and other things are just like, I could not be barred to remember that if you held a gun to my head. More tax. More tax. I always hate when they like put these like right over here. It just feels like such a waste. Faster shooting. There's just specific times which I specifically remember too well and I'll never forget for the rest of my life. Honestly, I can very much respect that. Honestly, I think that's a good thing. Because while those may be a bit of an obscure memory, I don't know. Having weird, nostalgic little memories like that are very important. I specifically remember there was a time where I went on... G'day, Zero. Hey, Nikto, I'm gonna warn you, when you came in, it did ask for no backseating. I really appreciate you, like, wanting to offer suggestions and help, but I think I have this pretty well handled. So I'm gonna kindly ask you, unless I ask for, like, specific recommendations for towers and stuff, like, there's no need to guide me or backseat me. We have it good here. And actually, speaking of, get that camo detection up. Nostalgiaception. I feel like a lot of people have that. In some ways, I kind of worry it might be a trauma response, because I kind of have it myself, and I know for a fact that's absolutely something that's a result of the things I've gone through. Not to imply anything, but I'm just speaking from my own personal experience. But no, I have a memory of, I was replaying this DS game I absolutely adored, but I had to go to a school event for like a week. It was like out in the country. So I closed it and asked my dad to like just look out for it, and I left it on this cardboard box I stored a bunch of old Pokemon toys in. And when I came back, I just remember sitting on my like on my floor on this little carpet I had and continuing to play. A very cozy little memory. When I was 2 weeks. Are you using specific to just like repeat that a lot for funnies? Pav, you're in a burning building and you have a lighter. Lighter, useless. That feels like a reverse joke, Nikto. That's funny. 22 May, I think. No, I'm not doing it for the funny. Okay, I just wanted to check. Just because I'm like, that's a lot of specifics right there. I forget. Okay, no, these guys can just sort of like be wherever. Neat. Alright, okay, never mind. I hate that. No, I figured. Let's get this. Just to make sure I have some Moab defense when those come. Emily! It's good to see ya! Hope all's going good. How's it? Hope it's hanging well. We are just bloonin'. Thank you for the lurk, Nikto. Have a chill time. I think I'm gonna put down 2 mortar monkeys. We're making good progress so far, Emily. Like, I feel like you popped in a very good time. Things have just been pretty neat. It's 2 a.m. Yep. Gonna have to get to sleep soon, friend. I don't need... Hang on, I'm gonna just check. Yeah, I think Bloon Buster, so 2 free, 2 free. Just get that done. But yeah, all's been going good. We've been having some good convos so far. Just having a chill day. We reached 3 times over our follow goal, which we love to see. Thank y'all so much for that. Makes me so happy. The more you repeat it, the less I believe you, Arav. We were talking a little bit about the Pokemon reveals. I don't know what you mean by that, Nikto. I'm having a lot of trouble understanding what you mean. Do you mean semi-circle? Sorry about that. But yeah, all's been good. We were talking about Pokemon a little bit earlier. It's really just been a chattering, day today. And I hope the same can be said for you. Semi-critical. Do you mean, like, in conversation? I was actually able to finish a Fugi. Oh, yay! I'm real excited to see it. I'm sure it's gonna look real good. We got popping all up, so we are definitely not gonna be able to die here. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there before I break down. That might be for the best, because it's like, I mean, I believe you, man. You don't have to keep saying it. There is no further place this conversation can go. You are chill. But no, I'm excited to see your Fugi, Emily. We'll have to figure out what day we can meet up to get everything set up for that collab. I'm so sorry, Nikto. I'm genuinely trying to understand what you're trying to ask, but I really don't know. Get all that. Let's see, all those are good. I should probably put some kind of pout. You know what, actually? You got a lot of Wednesday threes? Same. Oh! Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Symmetrical. Symmetrical. Because I like to. That's really kind of it. Like, I know I don't need to, but I can. And I enjoy it, and I like making sure the defense on both sides is the same. So that's why. Thank you for your patience with, waiting for me to, connect the dots. But yeah, we'll have to message each other closer to Wednesdays. I am actually usually pretty busy on Wednesdays, but depending on the time, like, we should be able to make something work. It should be no problem. I'll try to be up early then to make sure we can work something out. Dots, we've been waiting for 3.4 days. I think I've gotten too comfortable saying stuff like that in chat in the past week. Talking to a streamer about myself twice. No, it's chill, man. It's good on you for realizing that and reflecting on it. It's just one of those things where there's only so much one can do to respond to it, you know? And I appreciate you being honest. Very much so. Yeah, no, this will be a nice, easy clear. One more chimps till the ultimate Bloons master achievement. Heck yes! Go, Pokerogue, go! We believe in you, man! You know, I thought today would end up being more of a low-key day because I had trouble falling asleep, but honestly, I've been doing pretty well. Why do I look like a red onion? I am not a red onion. I am a slime. I'm a little slime, just like the ones from Dragon Quest or in Final Fantasy. And that's just how slimes look. Technically, I could be any shape I want, but this is the one that's most comfortable, like a little Hershey Kiss or a gumdrop. I am not a slimy onion. That's gross. If you have slimy onions, throw them away. They're probably bad. Meh. Yeah, at certain points, just a one-side conversation because there's not much they can say or react to. But it feels nice talking to a stranger online about it and then actually responding in time. Yeah, no, that's one of the things that's awesome about chatting with y'all. I'm very happy to have you here. And I'm glad I can just provide something to ya. And y'all are here to enjoy my journey and my yappings and all that kind of nonsense. Oh no, wait, is this the map? I hate this map. No! I don't want to be here. Okay, well. Trust me, it would ruin your day if I started. That's a bit sudden, but alright. What are you doing in the stream? It's in the title. Right now we are going for all the medals. Right now what we're doing is we're just getting the standard hard medal, and then we are moving on to say something like, Oh, thank you for the follow! I almost said Arav. Arav. Welcome to the random encounter. We are incredibly happy to have you here. Hope you have a good time. But right now we are getting all the standard standard hard medals on all the maps. Because if I did all the medals except chimps on a map, the stream would literally just be 2 maps, and I don't think that's interesting. What time is it? Okay. Hey, lovely games with Cybus. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here. We've been getting a lot of first-time chatters this time around. Makes me incredibly happy to see folks popping in. Hope you're having a good one. I want to be just like the wizard bottom. Oh yeah, Necromancer is the best. I actually don't have any tower pets yet, Pokerogue. It makes me so sad, but I am saving up a bunch of my trophies for things. Yes, I am using V802 right now. I actually plan on eventually moving to Live 2D, though. I have someone I plan on reaching out to about commissioning a model here eventually, but I have other things I need to play. Lovely games. Very good. I want to be sacrificed, but... Okay, buddy. That's a bit TMI right there. Respect, though. We love someone that knows exactly what they want. I forgot to level this guy up. Yeah, no, I hope you don't mind if I just call you, lovely, lovely. That's actually a very cute name when I say it aloud. It's a simple name, but a cute one. It's already starting. I hate this map. I swear this has nothing to do with me liking a character. This is just standard hard mode. I swear this has nothing to do with me liking a character. Oh, you know what? I'll take your word for it. I heard you switching to Live 2D. Is the slime getting an upgrade? Slime is getting an upgrade. Oh, I would love to get the farm chicken eventually. I love the farm chicken. But I also just love farm animals in general. But yes, I'm going to be getting a model here eventually. I wish I were a red balloon from a paragon. That's a very obscure want, and honestly, I can't help but respect it. What it means, I have no clue. But I respect it nonetheless, and also, I'm going to put down... Not you. Don't close on me. If you close on me, I'm going to scream. I can't find the thing I need. I can't find it! There you go. Jungle drums. You shouldn't respect it at all. That's fair. Right. Oh my gosh. I'm such a boo-boo fool. How are you starting round 22 and how do you have so much cash? So you can buy a game mode that's known as double cash in the shop. It does what it says. It makes every balloon pop to give double the amount of cash that it usually does. And starting on round 22 is from, oh, I forget what the name is, but it's basically a skip round button that will start you 1/4 of the way into a match. But yes, it is also the skill slime investment. We're very fiscal creatures, slimes. We like to have our access to money and goods. Where do you think all the money comes from when you attack a slime? That's right, it's from our wallets. We're all very fiscally talented. Fast track, thank you. That is its name. Your wants are becoming way more specific as time goes on, Arav. Doop, boop. No. Get this. You know what? I'm gonna drop. Did that? No, don't go off screen. Do these. I really need to... And let's do stronger acids. We've bled a bit, but it could be a lot worse. These are all just analogies. I don't know what you're trying to analogy to is my only concern. I have an RTX graphic investment. Ooh. That's a nice investment. Yep, 67 health. I think we're good now, though. Never miss targeting will immensely help. And there we go. That'll help with some other balloons. And I think we're set. Now it's just a matter of making the muns. $67 meme Sade. And you know what? I'll give a Moab Assassin. I probably can also upgrade down here. Oh my goodness, lovely! Thank you for the- We have reached 5 times over our follower goal today. That is insane. Thank you all so much. Like, that makes me so freaking happy. Like, impossibly happy. Like, I cannot thank y'all enough. I think this might be my most followed day period, honestly, which I cannot appreciate enough. So thank y'all for being here. What's your thought on Mermonkey and Desperado? Love them. We were in desperate need of Mermonkey, I feel like, personally. Yeah, thank you for supporting the slime. The slime. We're so happy to have more people in our random encounter, in our little party. And yes, we are aiming for 2,000 followers. Not 2,000, 200. That's too far. That's in the far future. One bit at a time, though. But no, I like Mermonkey. I think we're in desperate need of another magic water tower. And I feel like... Slow this down so I can do this. Mermonkey fit that niche well. We need also... It was nice to get another primary tower. Especially one that feels as versatile and unique as Desperado. I do think he needs a little bit of tuning, but... Brain dying. But he is quite good. Just because you said 2,000 followers, you will now experience insane channel growth like none other before. Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to that, assuming it's real people. Arav, you have literally not ruined anyone's day with your negativity. You are completely fine. Like, we are just chilling, and we are chatting. You haven't said anything wrong. You've just said a few weird things that I'm like, I'm not sure how to interpret that or react to that. But gotcha, man. And I hope my fact that I'm just being honest with how I struggle to respond. You're not. You are getting all up in your head about nothing. And this is coming from someone who knows everything about getting up in their head. I have anxiety. I was born with it. I was forged by the anxiety, made by it, thrown into the darkness and suckled off its teat. Hyper Banana Investment. That would actually not be a bad name. I think that could be really fun. What if we got a support tab? Oh my god. Well, technically we do have that lovely with Beastmaster. Like, I think a support ice tower would be really fun. But, not ice tower. A support water tower who's mainly focused on water. Because Beastmaster is, or Beast Tamer, I keep saying Beastmaster because I think I'm thinking of the D&D subclass. Beast Handler is, like, more of versatile. He's very similar to Desperado in a way. No one noticed it. Hey, Arav. If you're actually experiencing that, I would highly recommend contacting emergency services right now. Like, I think you're in a bad state. And this is not the place to talk about it. I don't mean that in a negative way, but because I'm not a medical professional, I can't help you. It would be best to seek a help. Because no one wants to do that. Wants you to do that, and yeah. I'm not the best at conversating about things. You did get carried away, bud, so it happens. Just try and keep that in mind. Take a moment sometimes to just pause before you hit send and consider what it is you are about to say. It happens to everyone. We all go through that phase. And as Emily said, this is sadly not the place to do so. But folks care about you and would not want that to occur to you. Again, it's chill. Don't worry about it, man. Just heed the advice of, you know, what we just said. Maybe take a break, step away, take a nap. You said it's 2 a.m. I imagine you're tired. We all get weird past 12 p.m. Take a rest, my pal. But no, I understand completely the sensations of darkness that can sometimes occur. I have had something deep to be transparent here, triggering topics potentially ahead. I already said no one here can help me. I know, you have no idea how to respond. I don't. But I do know what you can do to help yourself, my friend. And that is contacting mental health services. Altercation, the power of our ultimate form. Is that a reference to something in Bloons, Nikto? I'm not sure. But no, I have gone through mental health struggles. I have them basically my whole life, even if I couldn't get treated for them until I was more so an adult. Yes, Frozen has had to also contact people for help as well. I feel like we don't talk about mental health enough, and it's a hard barrier to talk about, but truly folks will help. I said this to myself so many times, but I actually didn't carry through because I'm a coward. I do think you should contact someone to talk about it then, friend. Those people are specifically on that line to help, even if it's just a mild thing. They are eager to assist you. It's their entire job. Never worry about it. But it's not a cowardly thing, the act of delivering powerful critical hits. Honestly, I wish there was a power in Bloons that would, Arav, I would assume you're in another country, correct? From how we've been talking. I would suggest, since it's clear you have internet access, seeing what other options you have. No, Arav. I'm too scared for anyone in my family to even find out. Well, if your family cares for you, they'll support you. And I'm very certain your family does care. But you have to try, my friend. It is important to carry on. I'm gonna go ahead and firmly ask that we end this conversation topic here, because it is getting a bit heavy right now. Don't need to worry about having done anything wrong. You didn't. This is your first warning. And I'm very understanding and respectful of those circumstances. But again, this is not the place for this. And I do not have the qualifications to do this. I'm just going to end off on the note of seeking help is a strong thing to do. It is a good thing to do. It would make me very happy if you did that. And to use the resources you have available for the area you are in to see what can be done in a comfortable manner. Completely fine. We're just here to chat. Master of languages. Linguicity actually sounds like a really cool wizard name. Linguicity, the power of tongues. Ugh. I'm excited for our collab too, Emily. I think it's gonna be really awesome, especially because, again, I haven't played RE6 since the console generation it released on, which is to say the PS3. So I think it's gonna be incredibly fun. Oh gosh, this is gonna be... I think I can actually do Bloon Master Alchemist strats here again. I think that'll be pretty smart. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Do this. It's really fun to honestly consider, what D&D, what words can become just D&D names. Example, or D&D spells. Example, Mike's Hard Lemonade. A genuine potential for a D&D spell name. Truly good. We love Mike's Hard Lemonade in this house, the most powerful D&D spell. Yep, nope, stuff's sneaking on through, to be expected. Nikto, are you good? The heck does that mean? This Impoppable is nail-biting with her monkey bottom path clutching multiple times. Ooh, you never want a single tower being your clutch. That is always anxiety-inducing. But you can do it, Pokerogue. I know how close you are. We believe we are sending you our power, Spirit Bomb style. What music do you listen to? I don't care that I spelled that wrong. No, that's totally fine. Like, as long as I can understand, that's totally fine. Hang on. No, no, no. No, you didn't spell it wrong. Hang on. Just a little overwhelmed real quick. It happens. No worries. It's completely fine. Rob, I'm gonna just go ahead and delete that message just because it contains a bit of information I don't think we want to share. And you can't let people say that kind of stuff. Or people that say that kind of stuff I wouldn't exactly trust because they don't sound like the most reliable source. We're done here now with that conversation. And you did spell it wrong. I generally listen to anything lovely. I would say my personal favorite genres are rock. I'm very much grew up during the punk pop era. One of my favorite bands of all time is Green Day. I very much love and appreciate Green Day's art, music and what they do. I've also been listening to a lot more rap and rhythm type stuff. Do you know BFDI? I don't know what BFDI is, Nikto. Would you mind elaborating on that? Let's see. I think I could start doing some farming here. Yeah, Green Day. They are some of my faves. Some of my favorite memories actually involve, like, listening to Green Day with my family. My mom said as a kid, I could do, Boulevard of Broken Dreams incredibly well. And she loved hearing me sing it, but it was my mom, so she was obligated to say that somewhat. But, one of my favorite memories is we would used to go canoeing a lot, and one of my favorite things to do would be to bring like a little radio, and we would take one of our CDs of Green Day, like Dookie and American Idiot, and we would listen to it as we were moving down the paddling down the river. One of my favorite things we ever did. And we would always stop on like the little islands while we were canoeing and just enjoy stuff. I see, Nikto. If I don't respond right away, try not to repeat messages, please. I'm simply just taking a moment to get through my point. If I don't finish my point, I tend to forget what it is I'm trying to say, and I don't want to break the flow of conversation. Because, like, you know, a point slips from my mind. So please give me some patience. But I don't, But no, I didn't know what that is. I'll have to look that up later. Also, why aren't you getting 2T banana? Because I like to upgrade in a specific way. Because I'm weird and autistic. Wish me luck, I'm doing last chimps for the achievement. Again, Pokerogue, come on. You can do it. It's on YouTube. It's Battle for Dream Island. Okay, I'll have to look that up. I'll do that then. Do that. Come on. Nope. Oh gosh, I was too slow. We're gonna die. Because I was too slow on the uptick. Alright, let's, you know, let's do this. Maybe a bit silly, but I've never been afraid of silly. There we go. That's better. I'll take a look at it later, yeah. But for now, we continue our ballooning adventures. Being used ironically as an insult whenever you call yourself autistic. That's fair. It's only become pretty common in the past decade to be more accepting of people who are neurodivergent and are willing to label themselves. Simple matter of the fact is, I am autistic. I've been officially diagnosed. Being diagnosed has done great benefits for me in understanding myself and what I am. And I want to be transparent about that. Favorite Bloons TD6 tower? Ooh, that's tough. It might be Tack Shooter. It's really close between Tack Shooter and Monkey Ace, I think. Honestly, over time, I've come to love and appreciate almost every tower, so I think that's a good time. I could not count the time my friends have called me autistic, ironically. Those don't sound like the best friends to say that. I'm sorry that that's probably a bit rude. Maybe it doesn't bother you, but I don't know. That feels a bit insulting to me to do so in an ironic way. Oh, don't forget to do that. I probably should also get engineer here soon. Where is engineer? Monkey, there you are, my friend. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to... Okay, that's good. I don't know your dynamic, so it is not fair for me to assume, but I was just speaking my mind, and I hope I did not upset you or offend. And I apologize if I did. I appreciate you understanding, thank you. Get this. Oh yeah, we making the big money. For the unseen light, knowledge bends reality. For those triangle, we understand the circle. Ah, Illuminati. It's crazy how, like, the Illuminati was a big thing so many years ago, and then, like, people just forgot about it. A lot of it definitely had to do with the Da Vinci Code. Alola! It's good to see you! Monkey training is going well. We got the critical hit achievement a little bit earlier. And right now, we have been working towards, Bloon Master Alchemist, like, getting a little bit on him, bit by bit. Every insult becomes the same, though so in my mind it doesn't matter. Okay. I can respect that. I'm personally just not a fan of, like, friendly joking with each other, but that's just me. I'm very sensitive. And I ain't afraid to admit that. I hope your day has been going well, by the way, Lola. We have been having a great day here. We got 5 times over our follow goal, which is absolutely insane. I very much appreciate everyone and anyone from being here, from the lurkers to the chatters and anyone in between. Like, should we be saying to each other, oh, that's intense. Bro, even your Wi-Fi tries to disconnect when you... That's a really good roast, actually. I have... Oh! Well, I hope Kitty's okay. If it's just a checkup, it should be fine. I hope Kitty gets a good bill of health. Though I'm sure they will, because they have good owners. Kitty! We love kitties here. We love kitties and dogs. Dogs are free after all. Get that. Absolutely, we love pets so much. Every day, I really wish I could own a pet, but we just don't have them. Your PNG looks very Genshin Impact. I'll take that as a compliment. I had a dog, but he died. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nikto. I'm sure he's over the Rainbow Bridge, though. Pokerogue! You did it! Congrats! Oh my gosh, you got the achievement! Well done, friend! That is impressive as heck. Thank you for being here while you did that. That's awesome to hear you managed to do it, especially in, like, the time of this whole stream. That is genuinely impressive. There's very much never not a good pet frozen, absolutely. But yeah, no, I'll take the Genshin Impact thing as a compliment to me. Like, that was not the inspo, it was definitely more so Akira Toriyama's slime design for Dragon Quest. But my artist, Magic Telephone Mage, did a beautiful job on this, and I thank them every day for being willing to work with me to upgrade this, PNG from what it originally was, and continuing to support me with art and helping me develop things. They're actually going to be the ones doing the emotes as well when we eventually unlock Affiliate. Been watching Character Designer talk about the game designs, and they're on Concord. Concord is a really interesting case study of game design, absolutely. And I mean that as kind of a negative, unfortunately, for the sake of Concord, because Concord is kind of the perfect example of little to no cohesion. On top of just... Gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. Things just being ugly. You bring everyone so much joy. Would you leave the... No, that's what's just mean, Nikto. Oh my gosh, no. No, don't use that one. That's so mean. I'm 500 monkey money away from Geraldo, but I want to get the 4.5k monkey money skin before I use them. Smart, because you do want to make sure you have enough. You can be able to, like, use him while grinding, like, the achievements. I've been playing Hollow Knight for the past 6 days and 50 hours in. I've not done a single assignment or studied anything for, like, 2 weeks. I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I totally relate, Rob. I believe Monster Hunter Wild came out when I, like, was in college during exam time. I gave up studying. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna finish things. There's no silhouette and too much suit interface, like characters probably have good I know, I've seen the concept arts for characters. Some of them are freaking bomb, but they have literally no, like, silhouette to them. It's so freaking boring. I remember someone made a silhouette look of the one lizard guy, and he's just a guy. I like the looks of your game. I think it's called the GUI. Oh yeah, my overlays. Thank you, lovely. I appreciate that. I bought these a while ago, and unfortunately the person that made them no longer sells them. But, no, I'm very thankful that I managed to get them when I did, and I use them, like, all the time. I'm very excited to, like... Though I am excited to eventually upgrade them, and I think it'll be a really fun look when we do that. If I use the insults I use, 100% go jail. Oh my. Can you listen to the song Jumper? I'll make note of that for later, Nikto. Right now I'm just gonna focus on the game, if that's okay. Like, that does this character's... Yeah, no, that is all about silhouette. Silhouette's so important. Arav, friend. Gentle reminder again, all's good. Like, a bit TMI there. That's not the exact culture I want to promote in this chat. I'm not a fan of self-deprecating humor. I know that's a bit hard for me to say, like, you know, kind of enforcing this boundary, but that kind of stuff is not good for anyone to say about themselves, and I would encourage you to have better confidence about yourself because you are cared for. You still didn't tell me what Oh, too much information. I'm so sorry. Too much information. I apologize so much about that. That absolutely slipped my mind from earlier. That's why I need to finish my conversation points before I end. Because if I don't, I forget to do other things. My brain just jumps over stuff. Like one syllable they showed off was like from Radiant Dawn. I wasn't yelling at you. I'm just like, this is the perfect point for illustrating my thing. And you weren't yelling. Like, you can't yell in text. Text is a non-yellable media. Thing. You do not need to apologize for me saying sorry. It was genuinely my fault. And I appreciate your apology for the uncomfortable thing. It is totally chill. We have sorted it out. Yeah, Ike from Radiant Dawn is a wonderful silhouette, both his older version and his newer version. Like, that's a really great example for, like, how to do something like that correctly. What do I want to do here? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is actually kind of tough. This is not a Bloon master. But I still need you around. That is actually another decent roast, Nikto. I can give that one a thumbs up. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm really stumped on this one. It's not a hard level. Oh no, I just feel like... Oh my gosh, I did the wrong thing. Locking in for a second, so pardon me if I go quiet for just one hot sec. Oh, I finally found the movie that I had, like, forgotten, like, or never learned the name of when I was a kid. That was about a guy getting sent back in time with his car. It was the third Evil Dead movie. It is freaking Army of... Yes, I'm making it symmetrical again. I like symmetry. I can't help it. The Plants vs. Zombies trained me this way. You know what? This is good. This is good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I am my own worst enemy, so we all... to all of us. That's very philosophical, honestly, Arav. PvZ trains your OCD to make everything even, for certain. Yeah, the PvZ free beta, oh gosh, I'm so torn on it, because I have been desperate for, like, a proper PvZ that isn't a freaking mobile game. Like, I don't want a mobile game. I don't want a mobile game so bad. It actually would kill me if it's another, like, mobile game that is not paid for. But, like, the art design looks good, but I beg of them. I beg. Please, EA. I know this goes against everything you do, but, like, if it were just a paid game with lots of DLC, I'd do so much. Exactly, let me pay $30 for it. The day my exams ended, I went in full Socrates mode. That's how it feels, honestly. Like, Socrates, like, when you're asked to be smart, it's just like, oh no. But then when you're not, it's like, I guess I can be deeply philosophical and meaningful when I want to be. EA will never make a base decision, unfortunately, admittedly. Oh, that's good that you're doing your homework, Nico. Nico. But no, that's good. Hope you're having a chill time. And very good, Pokerogue. You'll reach it. What tower do you think it's going to be that's going to get the lifetime EXP? I hope Replanted shows them PC and consoles aren't a lost cause for games. Especially... Yeah, no, I know it's Nikto. I just misspoke. I'm sure a bunch of speaking of, I would highly recommend people buy the original Plants vs. Zombies on Steam before Replanted comes out, because knowing EA, they will delist the original Plants vs. Zombies the first chance they get. So you will want to have that. What would be good Plants vs. Zombies DLC? Honestly, the second game has a great layout for it. Just like, make a new world, throw in some new plants, and maybe a few game modes and mini games. Like, it's not that hard. Sniper. Ah, very smart. What is the purpose of life? Why do we ever do anything? What's the point of anything we do? Nothing we do actually matters, so why do you even do any? Because we can, because we're here, because it can be done. Sometimes the simple answers are the best. 1% away, but that annoys me. It's a great game for $5 if I remember right. PVC apparently took... Oh no! They took concept art from the Fusion fan game? Oh no! Wait, are you saying that, I sat and thought about life for about 3 hours straight the day after exams ended? Honestly, same. That is just how exams make you feel. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this with my existence. Oh no, that's kind of worse. That's not even kind of worse, that's actively worse. But not surprising for EA. I mean, what was that company that made like a weird battle royale game that literally stole every bit of art from a singular artist? And I don't even mean like remade the style. I mean like took the artist's art and threw it in the concept art folder. That. A game did that recently. Oh my gosh, I hope that's not true. But no, when you say that, Nikto, do you mean like someone else bought Popcat or like... Oh no, I'm having trouble understanding what you mean. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, we're gonna get Spectre, no problem. I will have to look up the PVZ free stuff going on. I have a lot of stuff to look up after stream, a lot of homework to do. Suppose that's better than me being on my phone the whole time. Very nice, Poke. You've gotten some of the hardest achievements today just on this stream. That is deeply impressive, my friend. My hat's off to you. Not that. Don't click the car. Yeah, homework is rough. I have to do the dishes too, probably tonight. I think we're gonna have pierogies for dinner. Oh, Lurk basically is for people that just want to say they're here to chill and stream and hopefully have Twitch count them as a viewer, because unfortunately right now, Twitch does a thing where basically if you don't interact in a stream, you do not get counted as a lurker. So that is hopefully a means to have Twitch count you as a viewer and support your favorite streamer. So like, say I'm a viewer in chat, I type !lurk. That lets the streamer know I am here and I am supporting them, and is making sure Twitch knows. Yeah, see, Frozen did that. I didn't realize there was a cooldown on it. I have to turn that off. Thank you for showing me that, Frozen Fabler. They had like an upgrade for Twin Sunflower, making a sun tower where it's in the old normal young. Okay. Interesting. Pop, every game nowadays, open game ad, gets hit with a lot of yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel it's pretty often to be lazy with homework. Goodness knows I was, but they also give you way too much homework. Gosh, I remember breaking down crying because I was overwhelmed with the amount of homework they used to give me in school. Let me see if, well, this is going on, because this at this point is, nope, I can't, because the game's full screen. You're sad for not doing homework. I use my phone not to be sad. I don't do more work, I cry, so I don't do more work, I cry more. No, I can relate to that so bad. Arav. I got a headache from reading when I was 6. A lot of people get that. I think that it has a lot to do with the way books look and how small the text is. But no, I completely understand. That just reminds me of a clip someone said or like made a sticker of, where it's just like, the triangle of infinite sadness has made me depressed, talking about the phone. And I'm like, yeah, that's definitely a name for the phone. Yep, I'm washing the dishes tonight so we can have pierogies. Genuine Hey, Rev, you don't like books. Are you sure you have a place to talk about that? Yes! Oh my gosh! When they make you buy a full textbook for like $100 to $200 and then it's used like 4 times, it pisses me off so much. Like, why the fuck? Pardon my language, but I get so passionate about this. I have hiccups now. Oh no, hang on. Oh, and they're fish oil hiccups too, so they're really bad. I get so angry when they do that, because what the frick do you mean? We are not learning from the book. Why do we have the book if we are not going to use it to learn what the frick is in it? Like, I have read the book before. Yes, my anger gave me hiccups. Like, I have read the book, and the book is teaching me better than the class does. Why aren't we using the book? The book, why? The book is literally just pulp. Oh, it makes you so angry. Arav, my man. If you can't... This is gonna be your final warning. Like... I'm sorry, I'm struggling. The book is a Sims prop in real life. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're so right, Alola. But this is your final warning. You are good. Okay, you go to sleep, my friend. I think you need it. See ya again soon, hopefully. Oh my goodness, Gosh, college books make me so angry. It turns my train of thought into a crazy train of thought. Expensive thought. If someone used their college books as actual kindling, I would not blame them from pure rage. Like, oh my gosh. It's even worse because I've had them make me buy a book just so I could have the code for a freaking math program. It's the worst nonsense. I will be using mine as a paperweight. Respect. We'll probably never see you again. I don't mean it's that way. Probably I won't see your stream way. I mean, hey, maybe you will, maybe you won't. I stream the same time, like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. If you pop in, that's great. We'd love to have you. But if not, we were happy to have you for the time being, my friend. I hope you have a good one. I've used a college book as a hammer. Alola, what was it that you were hammering you needed to use a college book as a hammer for? It's 2:30 a.m. right now. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I wouldn't want you to stay up on, like, any account for, like, me or anything. I'm just saying. Why do people cry when someone dies? Because we all die at some point. Well, that's how grief works. Like, we cry because we have something to express, whether that be kindness, sadness, rage. It's simply human nature to do so because that's how we feel. And oh my gosh, I forgot how much I hate this freaking map. I'm going to die. It was conceptual. Culmination of love is grief. Yes. To love is to grieve. Conceptual physics sounds like the type of thing that would just make me so mad. Gao Ragnarok. Very cool. Gao Ragnarok mention. Thank you for respecting the warning, Arav. I appreciate that. 2 entrances, 2 exits does suck. Free. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I love saying God of War, the abbreviation of God of War as GAO. I don't know why that's so funny to me. And the worst part was 2 years in, they moved the classes I was going there to different camp. Why would they do that? That's actively evil. Did you get a refund? Puppy would have been great. I will end you all. Kratos adapts it like, boy, I am a god. A gal. Bye, Arav. Thank you for showing up again and spending some of your time with us. Us paying on a class-by-class bit. Okay. That's not too bad. That's still deeply scummy. I'll probably use some spike traps near the end. Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and start setting one up now. First, actually had a really fun idea to do with God of War. If they were to ever do like a spin-off with just Atreus. Atreus meaning Kratos' brother. And him just being like, wait, but Dad said you died and were dragged to hell. And Kratos' brother being like, boy, your father was dragged to hell on multiple occasions and climbed out every time. Who said he was the only one to be able to do that? Like, that's kind of sick. I mean, they turned the computer part of the building into... okay, I see what you mean. No, that makes sense. Nursing, unfortunately, like, boomed after a certain point in time, so it just, like, ended up taking up a lot of classroom spaces. Not that that's a bad thing, just a truth of the matter. So not scummy. Why more? Let's get that. We'll get armor piercing. Do any of you guys get the sensation that the top of your mouth, like, gets itchy sometimes? Whenever I get that, it just drives me insane. Especially because you can't scratch it. Like, it's just impossible to reach back there, because if you do, either you gag or you just struggle to scratch. Oh, the eyelids sound so much worse. Oh, I don't want to think about that. You have my sympathy there, Lola. At the very least, like, I feel like blinking hard helps alleviate some sensation to do with that, but I also itch a lot in the ear, but I've learned a trick for that. The top of my mouth has never been itchy. Yeah, no, it seems to be like a one... Ooh, do very deep-throated humming? Huh. Not helping. But maybe I'm just not doing it right. Deadly spikes. Bigger stacks. Alright. Now we just have to save up money for permaspike, I guess. Yeah, the hiccups seem to be gone. I took a big sip of water and that nuked them, it seemed. Lovely. Thank you for asking, though. I think of more pixels than the universe. What do I say? I'm not gonna say all those numbers. I'm not. You can't make me. Okay, yeah, it was on speed up mode. Again, sometimes Bloons just doesn't feel like it's sped up. Yep, copied messages again, Nikto. Final warning. Please don't do that if I don't address it. Actually, probably after stream today, I will go through and update my rules just to make them a little bit shorter and a little bit, more concise. Just because I know they're long, but that's because I'm a yapper and I write a lot how like I talk. Well, I'm not really a yapper. I just like to be deeply concise with what I mean and like to be understood. Hey, we got permaspike. I'm genuinely excited to see how Pokemon ZA will do when Digimon Time Stranger came out in the same month. For real. Like, I feel like, thankfully, we're now at the point where Digimon fans and Pokemon fans coexist, if they're not both fans of both, like I am. I'm more curious how they'll be received, is my own thought. Because unfortunately, I have the feeling that even if ZA is objectively a good game, it's going to be received less well based upon fans' perceptions of what Pokemon should be. Though also we don't know much about the game, so I'm not one to try and judge a game before its release, you know? I like to give everything a fair shake. Plus, I'm just a Pokemon fan. I'm probably going to enjoy it to some degree. Yeah, they're using a different battle style. That will be the most interesting thing for certain. Like, I'm very curious if they'll do anything to help with accessibility features, because actually that's one of the big things Pokemon had. Like, it was deeply accessible to people because it was turn-based combat, and by making it real-time, they've removed that. So again, I'm just curious to see what they add. Bloons TD6 does not have a story, though I wish it would have one. Honestly, I would love like a RPG or like a fun little like more story-based experience for Bloons, because I just love the characters and designs. I think they're so freaking cute. It really does look Xenoblade 2, which makes sense when you learn Monolith Soft has been helping since Scarlet and Violet. And Monolith Soft is the creators of Xenoblade, the Xenoblade Chronicles, which if you've never played the Xenoblade Chronicles, go play them right now. They are some of the best games on the Switch. I will say, gameplay spoilers can also be considered spoilers, like a mechanic or something. I actually had to talk to a friend about this because of, Silent Hill. He wanted to talk about a gameplay mechanic he didn't like in Silent Hill, and he asked if he could share it, and I'm like, no, because in Silent Hill, because in Silent Hill, gameplay literally ties with story in a lot of instances. Before the tutorial is really the only story in Bloons, yeah. Yes, Xenoblade is best played blind as possible. Don't look anything up. Don't, like, research too much stuff until you get, like, a certain distance in. Like, be blind as a bat in that game. Because it's freaking wonderful. And deserves to be experienced blind by everyone. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have nobody, but I come alive with the wind. What am I? I don't know, Nikto. That's a good riddle, though. I'm not very good with riddles, unfortunately. I'm trying to think, but I doubt I'll come up with anything. Oh, one of my friends messaged me. I still find it weird. Smash showed off most of the spoiler characters with Shulk's final Smash. That is kind of true, honestly. Though I feel like, not to defend that decision in Smash, but at the very least, you don't have any of the context, which I feel is the most important part. Best BTD 6 map. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good question. Let me flip through the map pages when we get back to the main menu area, and I shall answer. Also, my gosh, they are coming down that final lane. Let's do this. Do that. And then I can probably upgrade to Inferno Ring, maybe? We'll find out. I don't know if I really have a favorite map, truth be told, but we'll see as I flip through. I may surprise myself with what I remember having fun with. Nikto, what the frick frack are you talking about? Yep, that's a lot of text and I am going to delete because I don't want it on my thing. Like, you're allowed to have a lot of text, but if it only makes sense. Wait, is that a Bible verse? For real? I'm glad Mithras... Oh, yeah, no, I like Mithras Smash design way more. Oh, nope, wrong thing. I'm looking through everything. It might be Cubism. It's Cubism or End of the Road. I like both these maps a lot. Because it was a lot of No, that's totally fine. I'm just like, that does not look like a Bible verse, and I am Christian. So if I can't recognize this Bible verse, I'm a bad Christian. That's a joke, by the way. No one should be obligated to know things from the Bible. Where are we right now? Okay. I think we could do 2 more maps. And what I love... Nikto! Brother. Answer the question, what the freak are you typing about? The word Bible has plot in it, I'm questioning the Bible. This map isn't good for Sal. It's not, no. Gonna delete that one too, pal. Like... Oh my gosh. Okay, alright, you're getting timed out. Where are you? Where is it? Get timed out. Think about what you've done. You there. Let's see. What do I want to do? Also, fun trick. I always forget. You can put monkeys on this side of all the fangs. It's a very fun thing that makes doing these maps much easier. When will you learn? Exactly. If someone answers a question, you answer. Die, Bloons. Die, Bloons. You don't belong in this world. At the very least, a lot of the balloons will get deleted by this lovely fella up here. It was not by my hand, I was given plastic. Gosh, it's crazy we have not had a Castlevania game in so long. That really needs to change. Like, I don't even care if it's classic Castlevania or modern Castlevania. I just want a Castlevania game, period. You know what's one I would love? I would love a remake of the one with Sonya that would actually, like, you know, make her good. I think that could be very fun. I must have gotten the Castlevania GBA and DS collection, which is so good. Does this game make you want to pop Bloons IRL? Actually, it kinda does. That was not Gale of Darkness. I think you're thinking of a Pokemon game. Emily, because that is the name of a Pokemon game. I think it was Castlevania Gaiden, is what it was called. Ah, yes, my favorite enemy in Castlevania, Shadow Lugia. And of course, let's not forget our favorite character that got revealed in, what was it? In, Gale of Darkness, Bonsley. The small tree Pokemon. I want to see a remake of the multiplayer. Oh, the PS3 games would be so sick. Those would be so weird. I would love that. I love weird freaking PS3 games. Dawn of Sorrow. Yes. No, it's not Dawn of Sorrow. I'm gonna look this up because it's gonna bother me now if I don't remember it. I'm 90% sure it's Castlevania Gaiden. Nope, it's not that one. That's Legacy of Darkness. Game. Boy. Game. That's GBA game. I want the basic Game Boy. Okay, it was Castlevania Legends is what it was called. That was the one with Sonya. And I'm going to re-download Lament of Innocent. Oh, nice. I should buy whatever Castlevania games I can that isn't the collections on Steam. That's why I forgot, because I'm like, it's a really generic name that was used during the early era of gaming for, like, bringing games over. But yeah, this game actually does want to make me pop Bloons IRL. Once you learn the secret of how to actually win at the balloon popping game at the carnival, as long as you have a good aim, you can do it, like, just about every time. Yeah, 3.5 hours. 30 minutes left to stream. Depending on where we end with this map, I might end a little early because I do have to do the dishes like I mentioned before. Mixing up Sonya and Soma, that is so funny. Yes, my favorite Castlevania plotline, where Dracula gets thrown to the bottom of the ocean and is turned into a terrible, immortal, mechanical monster, where we must question then at what point is it ethical to euthanize him. Soma's really messed up, man. I love Soma's puffy jacket, oh my gosh. When you're saying Donasario Fiki, yeah, that's where Sonya comes from. Oh my gosh. By the way, if y'all ever want to get, like, weirdly emotional in a silly game about a franchise, I highly recommend the Castlevania DLC for, Vampire Survivors. Is a hilarious joke with a lot of really fun features and secrets. Also actually made me deeply emotional about how much love and dedication can be used as an inspiration point for the small independent scene. But imagine dilemma for Belmonts to face. I mean, that would be really sick. Honestly. I mean, that's kind of one of the whole points of Dracula's arc, in that eventually he reincarnates into Soma Cruz. I didn't get that DLC till I saw it was more than just the classic Castlevania characters. Oh no, it's all the Castlevania characters. It's awesome. It's also just a bunch of weird characters. It also has legitimately some of the best weapons in the game. I've played all the DLCs too. They're so freaking good. I think my least favorite for Vampire Survivors is the one they recently made for Emerald Saga, but that's just because, I really just didn't like any of the weapons. Like, all the weapons were really bad for the most part. There was one good weapon in that pack and nothing else. And I don't know, that was just deeply disappointing to me. I wonder if I should add an engineer, maybe. That could be fun. Yeah, no, sure. Where can I place him? The extra adventures were fun to play. Yeah, absolutely. I know there are a lot of people that aren't fans of the adventures, but I think they are really fun and sick. I would like to hope that eventually they'll update them to have, like, little cutscenes and stuff. Or just some kind of little extra details. But I get it, that's not really their preference or wheelhouse to do with the thing. I also loved it when I finally figured out how to farm gold, because now I'm never poor. Vampire Survivor I'm playing in a way to not have all the DLCs so I can ease into new content. That is the smart way to do that, Alola, absolutely. Because the game can very easily overwhelm you. So you are absolutely making the correct choice. Do you plan on going through the DLCs in order of release? Or by, like certain other measures? Because I would personally highly recommend getting the Lakes of Fokasi DLC in order release. Okay, then ignore what I said because I was going to suggest which one to get first if you were not going in order. Oh, that guy wasn't connected this time. I've been doing nothing but wasting money. Pro tip, second map is easier than the first. It very much is. Yeah, no, by the time you reach the second map, you just have a better grasp of the game, which is really awesome. Yes, you can, Nikto. And do not make me do more, because next time I take away your breath, it's gonna be permanent in this chat. Okay, well, you have, been banned. Okay, well. We do not joke like that in this chat. Like, what the hecky, man? Who thinks that's appropriate behavior? But he's gone now. We can all just chill. I apologize for any discomfort that he might have caused y'all. I mean, that's how you react to it. You ban. You ban and move on. I will actually be right back real quick. I'm going to go freshen up, and then we'll do one final map. Good intermediate. Oh yeah, I'm completely fine. I just need to use the restroom, and the timing happened to work out that way. Yeah, no, he didn't use a completely rude word. But he definitely went above and beyond. But yes, I'll be right back. And we shall return. Perfect time for a commercial break. Emily, I saw that before I left, and that reminded me of one of my favorite bits from Saturday Night Live. Also, why is my voice so quaky? Jeez, I'm gonna take a sip of water. They're big sippa. Gongo water. Ooh, nice. I hope your classes go well, Emily. Yeah, but, no, there was a very funny bit in, one old Saturday Night Live, like, clip where basically it was a kids' TV show talking about friendship and all that kind of stuff. And they had, you know, people representing the letters. Unfortunately, the letters were F-U-C-K. And no one but the host realized what those spelled. And the host was like, don't put F in front. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh yeah, no, this map is a treat. Yes, the Will Ferrell cheerleader skit. It's one of my favorite ones. Like, I'm not much of a Will Ferrell fan, but that one is so peak. Let's do this. Come on. There we go. Do that. What do we want to do here? Probably just sentry guns, I think. I read Pharrell as Ferret. Will Ferret. His government-assigned persona. Honestly, it is surprising that Will Ferrell has not voiced, like, any kind of animal character before. That feels like something he would be so down to do. And I mean, like, in a good movie. He probably has in, like, some knockoff kids movie just for the children, and I don't know what it is. What do we want to do here? Probably alchemists, again. Just for... no, How about ninjas? I don't use ninjas nearly enough. Yeah, some ninjas. Believe it. Ferrets are long noodles. Ferrets are very long noodles. They are the silliest, noodliest boys. Okay, I want one bottom path. That's a given. And I want one top path, no doubt. Do some seeking shurikens. There's a good glass artist live on YouTube. After the stream, I'm hopping over there. Well, I hope you have a good time, lovely. Thank you for choosing to stick around for as long as you had. It's been a treat having you. I hope you had a good time here. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman. Man me some sand, bum 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 bum, making the best that you ever can, bum 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 bum. Probably, what do I want to do? Cincinnati drew us to YouTube. Ooh. I might check that out later. Thank you for sharing. Let me do this then, and then... what do I want to do for this final thing? Probably just another engineer, honestly. Larger surface area, deconstruct. There we go. Fast firing. This is some crazy setup I have so far. Get some cannon. And I think we're gonna be pretty good and set for a hot minute here. Want to get monkey pirates up and running, but other than that, it's just a matter of getting all the upgrades, because everyone's down their dedicated paths. I guess I'll start with Glugel. That'll be pretty fun. So to get into what we're doing tomorrow, it will be continuing Persona 4 Golden. I love all the character it absolutely does. Also, we recently got confirmation there is a monkey in the tack shooter with like one of the icons, which I think is so cute. But yeah, no, the personalities that the art gives is so fun. But, oh gosh, I already forgot what I was talking about. Dang it. The very slight ADHD I have strikes again. Right, Persona 4. We'll be continuing Persona 4 Golden. Chances are we will do the next dungeon. How bad that will go will depend entirely on, how should I say, the grinding goes. Hopefully, it will not take us the entire stream just to grind. I should like to avoid that. I can't promise that we'll avoid that, which is deeply unfortunate. So I apologize in advance for that if that's the direction it goes. But I just want to be transparent about that factor. In the meanwhile, though, we will be focusing. I have been looking ahead at what other games we can play, and I'm hoping that by the time that we finish Persona 4 Golden, we will actually have, what is it? Enough time to play Little Nightmares, because I own Little Nightmares already. And the hope is, with Little Nightmares, we will be able to, play the Enhanced Edition, because I got that for free since I owned the previous version. So that'll be fun, I think. If we'll 100% it, I don't know. I did see the new pets. I think those are so cute. I need to get me some pets. I want some pets so bad for my monkeys. Well, we have some money now. Let's get Elite Defender. Who's next? Yeah, I think it's this guy. I think I should know the secret with this map, but I don't know, Lovely. Feel free to tell me, because I probably won't find it on my own. I'm very Boo-Boo the Fool. I'm very hey there, Boo-Boo. We got ourselves a picnic basket. There we go, getting a lot of stuff done. Should I be upgrading Etienne? Probably. But we're doing good so far. I assume it has something to do with, like, obviously this layout and, like, this statue right here. Oh my gosh, I just looked up something. That guy I banned, Nikto, his account was 2 hours old. I'm absolutely turning on account verification after this for auto-modding, for chatting. Oh my gosh. That is insane. Sacrifice so much of in the X part and a Sun Temple God will spawn in the middle. It opens up. Oh! I might have to do that in the future. That sounds fun. Thank you for letting me know. No, I would not consider that a spoiler. Plus, I asked. But thank you for, being courteous about that. That is very appreciated. I guess I'll get Pirate Lord. I think that's the cheapest next one. I'll have to do that in the future for sure. But for now, we just play. Oh yeah, absolutely. Thankfully, a lot of the secrets in Bloons TD6 are well documented. So it should be no problem to find the info I'm looking for, or I would be looking for. I don't know who's next. Looks like it's Grandmaster Ninja. Date bayo. Believe it. Oh gosh, Naruto has ruined me. I don't know, sometimes I just remember the weight of Naruto upon my soul and I feel immense regret. I'm disassociating now because I'm so focused on the thoughts of Naruto. This is absolutely the worst. I need to talk. I can't keep disassociating thinking about Naruto. Why is this occurring to me now of all time? Why does this curse afflict me and only me? Oh, we're watching The Evil Dead tonight. I'm not Evil Dead. We watched Evil Dead last night. We're watching Shaun of the Dead tonight. I'm very excited for that. I think that'll be a really awesome one. And we're going to be ending off our horror marathon with, what is it? Rocky Horror Picture Show. I think that's going to be great. What else? Yeah, no, we're just dividing the movies up into different styles. I think we've agreed after that we're going to do, like, the comedies. Not comedies. The, Notebook and then like all the old man war films, because me and my partner aren't that interested in war films, so doing that will be good. I have Scalga's class be starting soon, but I hope you have an amazing rest of stream along with fun watch of Shaun. That thank you, Emily. We're about to end here, just a few more rounds to go, but I hope you have a good class. I will talk to you later, and thank you so much for showing up. Your presence here absolutely brightened the stream. I hope you have a good one, friend. We're just gonna keep on popping our balloons, and I'm probably gonna keep trying to fight off the Naruto disassociations. A kilogram of rubber is heavier. Yeah, but bananas are heavier. So a kilogram of bananas would be heavier. Chami. Speaking of welcome in. You caught us at an unfortunate time. We're going to be ending here soon after this round. But we're happy to have you for the short time we have together. My goodness. It takes a minute because everything's on the outside, but when they get here, it's not going to get very far. There are more kilograms involved in 1 kilo than rubber. Fair. I'm not smart enough to fight that. Oh my gosh. They're both 1 kilogram, exactly. I love that dumb video. It's one of my favorites. 2 rounds left. We'll definitely make it. I don't think anything has actually leaked. It literally hasn't. We're down to 100. Why is there an FX button up here? Hello, Milo. It's good to see you. Man, lots of folks have been in today. I'm so happy for that, even with the few rotten apples we've been getting. It's always a delight to see folks. And I hope y'all are having a good one. Final round! This will probably take 1,000,000 years. No, it won't, because I can shoot through the wall. Thank you, Alola. And with that, we have done everything we need to today. I'm gonna back up real quick so I don't forget. And... wrong screen as ever. We're gonna go find someone to raid. I'm sure it will turn out great. It is pierogi night, and we love pierogies in this household. Let's see who's around. Banging around town. Ooh. This is a good option. Poppy is up. That's also good. Just looking around at who's up. Yes, the jams. So thankful for Purple Boy for making this track like publicly available. Taking just a look around, so as ever, pardon. Eevee is up. No, let me just do this. No Mike. Boo 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 doo doo. Not many good options today. That is unfortunate. Also, that is a really good emote, Alola. I like that a lot. Let me see to do with... Okay, we're gonna go check out Ellie Hongi's. I don't know how to say his name. Ellie Hongi? I'm just gonna call him Ellie. Ellie's raid. It looks good. Remember to let him know you are there for a slime raid. Want to thank y'all for showing up. Excited for tomorrow. And I hope y'all have a good one. And peace out.